I get nasty congestion, but I found this nose spray. As long as I use it, it clears everything up and it's fine. So. Hopefully.
Is that the over-the-counter stuff?
Yes.
You know, if you use that.
No, it's not Flonase.
Yeah, if you use that for more than about 3 days, you basically become physically dependent on it.
Well, I haven't had that happen in the past.
That's the traditional. They say 3 days, like twice a day for 3 days. I'm pretty sure they build in a little extra time there on that, because obviously, if it was like literally one use after 3 days and you became physically dependent, they'd be subject to all kinds of lawsuits probably. But so I don't know.
Straight, let me take a hit.
Yeah.
Like, as in addictive, or like your symptoms won't go away.
As in, like, your symptoms won't go away. As in, like, literally. As in, literally, you can't breathe through your nose unless you use it.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never had that in the past, so maybe this is different.
Spend your experience points, boys.
Yeah, so I bought 5 points of intelligence and animal care, if that's fine.
Animal care. Well, did you care for any animals?
No, I've made it through all my stat bonuses, so I just chose the first skill I hadn't taken yet on the list.
You will need to train that one.
Okay, that's cool. That's what I wanted to ask, and now hold on.
Sally, get on all fours.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Oh, I see one I want, but I don't know what specifically. I think maybe menacing might be a good one.
That's a good one.
It is very good.
Okay.
Does it help if we both have menacing and intimidate and all that?
Yeah, I don't have intimidate. Well, that's it. I think I've tried to be menacing several times, but it doesn't ever work out right.
Well, let me ask this then. What would be a common knowledge I can take that I wouldn't necessarily have to train for?
Woods, for example. As funny as it sounds, you can have common knowledge woods. No problem.
Okay. I'll take that then.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I get plus 10%. It's intimidate and torture skill tests.
As a witch hunter, yes, of course. They are mainly known for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do have a person that I am going to menace. On the top of my mind.
Is he the doctor?
Perhaps.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Old Schmidt.
I have some ideas for the doctor.
Okay, Sally, what are you buying? And Jason, what are you buying?
Let's take 5 ballistic skill.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a bunch of other talents and skills, but I'm not sure what I could learn on the. Can I learn like Mighty Shot on the fly?
Yeah, Mighty Shot you can take almost instantly.
Okay, so I'll do plus 5 ballistic skill and the Mighty Shot.
Jason?
As far as role-playing it out, we have people that know longbow, crossbow, and specialist two-handed weapon, right?
Yeah.
In my state, could I choose one of those, or should I just wait until I'm out of the state?
You haven't trained them at all.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So
No,
I'm kind of landlocked right now.
You're laying in bed.
With a crossbow.
Yeah, no weapons there.
Here's the thing. So I actually don't have the intimidate skill. Should I take intimidate first and then menacing? That might be better.
There's something else you could do with menacing, though, isn't there?
It's up to you.
Well, it's plus 10 to torture, although I don't see where the torture skill is. But
You don't have torture?
apparently not.
Oh, wow.
You can
Nice
you
guy.
can torture someone without torture, but it's risky
Yeah.
because you may as well just kill them.
Right.
Yeah.
all right.
You can take the first skill you've talked about. Sorry.
Intimidate.
Yeah.
I'll take that instead of menacing, since I don't since plus 10 to something I don't have is not a good idea.
It says there's like psychological towards it though. Like you don't have to be hurting them necessarily. You could just be like putting the screws on in other ways, you know.
Tell them how fat they are.
Yeah.
Or just standing really close with a bunch of
Your
people
mother
standing
never
really
loved
close.
you.
You were adopted.
Yeah, there you go.
Your parents never loved you.
Yep.
Or you have some priceless family heirloom and you're just kind of tossing it in your hands like.
There you go. All right.
Okay.
Let me tell you what I did to your sister last night.
The same thing
Ooh.
I'm going to do to you. At least, if you're watching Game of Thrones, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, the Ramsay kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I quit watching after like the 3rd season. And I haven't even read the most... I read all the books up until the most recent one.
Okay. Who's making notes?
It's my 3rd time.
Okay.
Or like, do you have one more time, Andy?
I haven't started yet.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, it's my 3rd time.
So, in that case, very well. Tell me, where did we last ended our game? You were going to the Dude Canal on a lead. Oh, by the way, I couldn't. Sorry, I couldn't put the handout section higher. At least
fine.
not yet. So you will have to scroll down. You've got Bayer's map,
Right.
which you've won in a game. From
Burndt Bakery map, yeah.
Yeah, in the Hound's Den. And with it,
We just left the hospice or the shrine.
yeah, but you've also learned that that the good doctor will want a lot of money for Vincent's health.
Yeah. How much was it? Like, it was at least 200, right? Or was it 300?
Actually, she just said hundreds.
Oh,
Yeah,
hundreds.
she
Okay.
said several hundred.
You know his address, by the way. It's on the same street as the Dancing Octopus, which I've also put on the map. You can see it, as well as Shalan Hospice, the Jolly Boatman, Hound's Den, and I think that's it.
So that's in the Duke Canal as well?
No,
Oh.
the Jolly Boatman is Dude Canal. The
Okay.
Shalan Hospice, Schreiber's House, and Dancing Octopus are in Rieksport.
Okay, so we might as well just stop at the doctor's house now and then
Yes.
down to the bakery. Okay.
By the
Hold
way-
on a second. I gotta go downstairs and do something. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, by the way, Brian, you seem to like crack a bit over the microphone. I don't know why.
I'm not sure. It's right into my speaker. I have headphones here. Sure.
Okay.
I think it might be the phone case. Is it like that? Do you hear it?
Now it's better.
Huh.
All right. Sorry, I'm back.
No worries. So anyway, you're making your way to Dr. Schreiber's house. Schreiber's, sorry. The street, of course, is quite busy. It's also numbingly cold. But eventually you make your way to the man's house, and you're standing in front of his door. He lives in a very nice building, actually.
Am I with them, or is it just them?
You are with them.
Yeah, you're with us now.
Okay.
Can we talk on the way? Like, there's some.
Yeah,
I want to like get a plan together before we get there.
no worries.
Okay, so we don't have hundreds of gold, and if we did, we shouldn't pay some doctor that's gouging the prices. And I'm not sure intimidating the guy is the route to go. So I think if we go, and not only are we going to pay whatever he wants, we're going to donate to the Shaolin Hospice as well. You have like rich benefactors or something, and just keep him talking and see if we could find out where he keeps it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So even if we don't have to go steal it, maybe we could have another gang do it. And just keep our options open. Because if we put him on edge, then he won't talk to us again. Then he'll just completely clamp down. But
So wait, so we're gonna steal back our payment to him? Is that what you're saying?
no, like no money changes hands right now. We're just going to talk a lot of money and get him to reveal as much as we can.
Okay.
So, like for instance, if we go in, if you just keep him talking, if we get him in a good mood and one of us just keeps him talking, the other people could look around, ask to see the actual shortage, so we could see with our own eyes. Like, well, what's one dose? And, just so we could have a frame of reference. Okay, well, we'll donate some money to the cause,
Yeah, if he wants, I don't understand how that works if he just wants cash, but okay.
Yeah, neither does Lucas.
Because the amount of money he wants, he wouldn't expect us to have on us right now.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so like that's kind of our out, We don't have to put.
I suspect he isn't going to give him the dose until he gets the money.
Right, but maybe we could even catch a glimpse or an idea of where he keeps it.
If we show up with, we just came into to this medicine, and I know somebody broke into your house, but this is totally different. Like, he isn't gonna they're gonna know that was us.
But what if it actually isn't us, and we're seen somewhere else when it happens?
They're still going to suspect it was, or that they're going to want to know who we bought it from.
I mean, that's part of life, is dealing with that kind of suspicion, isn't it? At least where I come from.
Yeah.
If they can't prove it, you can't prove it.
Yeah, but they can also just take it from us and not give it to him.
Yep.
Oh, sure, we'll give it to him, and then not.
Leopold is more of the opinion that we ask him if he just likes his teeth.
So's Lucas.
My
Okay.
concern is we need this guy to keep giving treatment to our friend Vincent. So I'm not sure we can go that route, because he could just bail on us. He could leave town, or he could spite us by not giving any medication to Vincent.
Maybe he has an enemy that we need to take care of.
And that's why I think it's better to go in just being nice and stoking up as much information as we can. Maybe we find out there's some debt that he owes, or we find out, just go in and ask a bunch of stupid questions and keep him talking until he says something important,
Okay.
And worst case, we could always come back and break his knees.
I like that
We
option.
can't think of anything else.
Yeah, you are breaking up, Brian. Something's not right. I don't know. Maybe it's your reception or something. But your sound.
Now?
Yeah, now it's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you hear anything I said?
Yeah, but you're still breaking up. It's like the place where you are, it has a very bad connection.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off the network. 1 second.
Okay.
So we've come back from the Dude Canal. We're in Ricksport.
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 Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's good. Now it's good.
Okay. It was my Wi-Fi then.
Okay, and we're in possession of the Burndt Bakery map, and we were planning on going back there in. That's what I forget, is we were going to go back there in the middle of the night or early in the morning. I forget what our plan was with that.
I also don't remember, unfortunately.
Okay.
But
I think it's late, because we left we just ate breakfast and then we came to the Shaolin Shrine. So it's early.
Okay.
Like there was.
So it's.
Yeah, like we didn't stand watch or anything. We just went to bed.
Right, that I remember that we went back to Lucas and we woke up and had breakfast. So okay.
Yeah.
But I don't remember where we left it off. I recall that we were gonna take Lucas with us, because that was the thing, is we were like, oh, should we go to the bakery now? We're like, let's go get Lucas.
Well, Lucas went to the Hound's Den with us.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But then him and I hung out while you played games, essentially.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, you're standing in front of Dr. Schreiber's house. The sign above the door signs Schreiber's Remedies, famous in all of Marienburg. You can smell the strong herbal stench coming from the inside of the house. Similar to Dr. Daubler's, well, aroma, so to speak. Who's knocking?
Oh, I just knocked the table. Did you hear that?
No, not really.
No, I think you mean who's knocking at the door.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You're still standing in
I'm
front
assuming
of the door.
Sally
I'll
is the face of our group, if you will.
You knock at the door.
C-team.
After a few seconds, the door opens. A large, white-chested man stands in the door. He looks at you with a scowl. Yes? How can I help you?
Down here.
I can see
this
that.
Is the doctor's address.
Yes, it is.
Are you the doctor, sir?
No, I'm not.
Could we speak to him?
Yes, you can. Wait here. He closed the door. A minute later, the door opened. The man walks outside, stands to the right of the door. Another man exits the house. This man is of a rather stocky build. He has impressive grey beard, very luxurious looking, very lush. He's also dressed immaculately, and he smells strongly of, various herbal remedies. Hello, I'm Dr. Schreiber, he says. My man here told me that you wanted to speak to me. How can I help you, fine gentleman?
Hi, doctor. We're here concerning the continued care of our friend, Vincent, down at the Chilean Shrine.
Oh, the young man with green pox. Yes.
I'm not sure. Do I know Grimpox? I'm not sure if that was revealed to me. He's sick.
He's sick. I think
He's
it
really
was. Yeah, it was revealed to you that he has green pox.
Okay.
You all know that.
Okay.
Yes. The young man with green pox. Yes. He's my patient. What do you want to know about him? He's stable, as for now, at least.
We'd like to discuss, his current situation and his continued care. I was told by the priestess there might be some financial concerns going forward.
Well, unfortunately, the transport of a couple of ingredients from Thalia and Estalia, which I use in my remedies, have been, as they say, stolen by the vile pirates from Nordland. And
Somebody bill.
What?
That's unfortunate. I said somebody must not have paid a bill. That's unfortunate.
Are you suggesting that I haven't paid the bill, good sir?
No, I'm suggesting someone along the shipping route.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
there,
yes.
sir, and it's common knowledge that any ships that go past that island have to pay their dues.
Well, I'm not talking about Sartosa, young man. I'm talking about Nordland. Nordland is the province right next to the wasteland. It's across the
Not
border
close to home.
from here. Anyway, as I was saying, because of that, my options are limited, and I have a couple of other patients who desperately need some of those ingredients for their medicine. Very wealthy patients, very powerful patients, because perhaps you don't know, but I'm actually friends with a couple of burgomeisters of Marienburg. Yes, and
Burgomeisters.
yes,
Oh.
and so these people are obviously very keen to continue their treatment, and they are willing to pay an extraordinarily sum of money to do so. That's why I've told the head priestess of the hospice that if your friend wants to continue his treatment, he will simply need to pay the appropriate amount. It will be something about 350 gold crowns. Yes. And his treatment will then come to well, it will be finished.
Right. Treatment certainly can't stop. It
It
the
can't.
conversation we should be having in a doorway. Can we go inside?
Honestly, I don't see a reason to, but yes, of course, if you wish. Please come in, but leave your weapons here with my men.
Oh, of course. I disarm.
Did we ever learn the name of the lady that Leopold doesn't like?
No, the Shadow Mage you're talking about?
Yeah.
I don't think so. She's just a creepy lady that hangs out in the background.
Okay.
Did shoot, what's his name? Mention it.
Yeah.
When we
well,
get
Nihilus?
back. Nihilus, yeah.
yeah.
I don't think
I
I noticed. Or maybe. Ooh, I don't know.
I was just trying to look through the notes, but I don't. Because
I think you've learned her surname, Ariadna.
Ariadna. Okay.
I mean,
because
sorry, nickname, not surname, nickname.
okay. Because what Leopold wants to do is be like, oh yeah, we're working for Ariadna.
Ooh.
Okay, you're saying this as you're walking
Yes.
into. All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's see if he knows. Going to roll.
Uh-oh.
150, he knows.
I turn and look
60.
So he has no idea who that is.
Well, he looks at you. And who's exactly Ariadna? Sounds Tyrian. Never heard that name actually.
Well, you may want to ask around and see if you'd prefer to help us over some local people.
He stops in the corridor essentially as he's probably walking into his, guest room. He looks at you. Why should I do that exactly, sir?
I'm just.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I'm suggesting.
The organization.
What's that?
Should you be mentioning the organization name so he knows who to ask around to?
You mean the I don't know what the organization name is. You mean the Witch Hunter?
That works.
Well, she's not a witch hunter herself, though. But
yeah, Witch Hunter? Excuse me. What are you talking about? Because I honestly have no idea. Although I'm not sure if you're not threatening me right now.
no,
no,
I'm
sir. She has a
absolutely
lot of
not
money.
threatening. What I am saying is you are positioning to us that you cannot help us because you have wealthy clients.
And powerful, sir.
Yeah, and powerful. Correct. Correct. You are absolutely correct. I am not disputing what you are saying. What I am saying is that we also are working, our friend included, on a mission for this person who is also powerful and wealthy.
Charm the
And-
man.
You want me to charm him?
Yes, you need to charm,
Okay.
and you need to roll very, very well.
Okay.
For
Can we
that.
help him?
No, you can't. He's talking.
I
at
don't.
you.
I was gonna say I don't have very good charm, so we'll see what happens. I have half, so let's go for it. Let me
Alright.
get to the rolling thing so I can see what my terrible roll is. That would be 0 successes.
You see that he's
You
not.
didn't botch
I-
stuff.
You
Yeah,
see
I
that
did not-
he's not buying it. He's like,
Okay. Well, I tried.
well, I mean, he's not, interrupting you, but you see that it's definitely
doesn't
not
care.
working. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Good sir.
I mean-
one of my clients is a nephew to one of the burgomeisters of the city.
What's-
Could you imagine what would happen to me if I would say to the man that he can't be treated anymore because some anonymous man who came into my house told me that they are working for someone with strange name who's powerful. I
No.
think he
Alright.
wouldn't appreciate
Do,
that.
do we have anything from the witch, like any kind of seals or anything
No.
from the witch hunters?
No.
Okay.
No, we need to ask about that next time.
I think it's plausible deniability on their part, personally. I mean, well, anyway, we'll have this conversation later.
Please follow me to the living room. Hector, bring us a couple of those fantastic herbal drinks that you can prepare so well, he says to one of his servants. And with that, you enter the man's main living room. It's very opulent. There's a thick Arabian rug, from what you can tell. You know, there are a couple of animal heads and strange skulls hanging on the walls. There's of course a huge fireplace which gives this room a lot of warmth. And there are books and scrolls everywhere. And there's also a map of the not only old world, but as it seems, almost the entire world, hanging on the wall. The map is simply huge. It's almost covering the entire wall of this place. There's a table, and there are a few very comfy-looking chairs. He points you to them. Please, sit. He also sits in his own chair.
I'm kind of interested in the map, and so I want to go up close and look at it while they're talking.
Very well.
But I want to be like checking out the rest of the room while I'm doing this. Like,
right.
I'm really interested as the map as an excuse.
The man seems a bit annoyed that you haven't taken the seat, but he's not saying anything. So, are you here to discuss the payment? Your friend's next dose should be administered tomorrow in the morning.
Okay. And what were you saying was the price again?
350 gold crowns.
350 gold crowns. All right.
And you have my word that after that he will receive all the remaining doses.
Alrighty.
What can you tell us about this concoction, Doctor?
It's a secret, naturally. A secret of my trade.
I have another question about the loss of your ingredients. You're saying did it happen in town? Did it happen? You're saying it happened in Nordland?
The ship that was transporting the ingredients was supposedly attacked by a bunch of pirates from the coast of Nordland. There are quite a lot of them after the invasion from the north. People are desperate, including ex-imperial sailors and marines. The ship itself, the one that attacked my transport, was then sunk by our own war galleons from Marienburg.
Okay.
So the ingredients are essentially laying at the bottom of the Sea of Claws.
Okay. So you feel certain that it's not someone lying to you that they were stolen or
no, my contact is a man whom I known for most of my life and I trust him completely. Of course, he's very high in the hierarchy of the city. I don't need to mention that. Actually, an admiral of the Marienburg's fleet.
Okay.
So his intelligence is reliable, as they say.
Okay.
The servant comes inside and places a silver plate with a couple of small china cups. I mean, you know what I mean by china, right? The porcelain.
Yes.
They're all smelling very nicely of herbs and honey, and there's of course steaming hot liquid inside of it, inside of each one. Please try this concoction. It actually has some light remedy powers. At least I've been told so by the elf who sold me this.
Elf, you say?
Yes, from Elfsgemeinde district. Sea elf merchant, very well connected.
Should I take a perception test or something?
What do
or is there nothing to?
There's nothing here. I mean,
Leopold.
It's a living room.
Leopold will. Sorry, go ahead.
Like if there's signs of other servants, or if there's like a wax seal or something on his desk, or just
there's
how many windows.
It's living room. It's not his it's not his study or his workshop.
Okay.
there's nothing of interest for you here when it comes to to the remedy. Please, Mr. Halfling, sit down and drink this fine brew. It's actually very good.
Leopold will drink it.
You will drink it?
Yeah, Lucas will drink it.
All right.
I want to walk very close to the back of his chair as I walk to my seat, just like...
All right.
Just like too close to him, you know?
Well, he brushes off his shoulder and looks at you irritated, but he doesn't say anything. The brew itself is very smooth, very tasty, and actually it has this nice, warming quality to it. You all feel a lot better after drinking it. For the next 24 hours, each one of you can re-roll a single test against a sickness, essentially. After drinking it. Very good, right?
Oh, very much so. Thank you.
Delicious.
I wish you hadn't told me it's from the elves, but yes, it's good.
Oh, the elves know quite a lot about medicine. Did you know that Galen, the elven scholar, his work was actually the basis for all of the medicine knowledge in the old world?
I told you I don't care for elves.
He looks at you, more than irritated, but doesn't say anything. So, let's cut to the chase. You know the price. Are you willing to pay it?
Oh, of course, but such a large payment has to be secured. I mean, how do you want to do this?
Well, you can bring the money here. Naturally.
And do you have the men to defend it?
That's none of your concern.
Well, no, because that's what I do for a living. I arrange things like that. So
I presume you're an intelligent man, so answer this question for yourself, Halfling. If I have men who can probably defend me and my livelihood.
Well, our benefactor is in Thalia, as I'm sure you know, so
Actually,
we can
no,
secure payment from... Yeah, like my friend here just told you.
Well,
You didn't recognize her name, but...
he told me that she's Thailian, and we have quite a lot of Thailians here in Marienburg.
Right, she has friends all over the world, and we could secure the payment as a loan from one of them, but it's going to take a little bit of time.
Well,
how long can you keep the treatment up for?
He needs
Might
to
take 4 days.
He needs to get next dose tomorrow morning, or the whole treatment will be in vain.
How much for just the next dose? So that we can have the time to until the next dose to get the rest of it.
You don't understand. If I'm going to manufacture the next dose, I also need to manufacture all of the remaining doses. Not just one. That's why I need this payment up front. The manufacture process for this remedy is very complicated and very, very, very risky when it comes to the ingredients. One simple slip and the whole formula is ruined.
Lucas is looking very agitated at the moment.
Well, perhaps we could do a down payment.
I don't... in my business, I've learned to not take down payments. Either everything up front or nothing.
All right. Well, obviously, we don't walk around with 350 crowns in our pockets.
You look wealthy enough. When I saw your gear, I also saw your friends' gear as well.
All right. Well, how much money do you normally walk around the streets with on your person?
That's actually none of your concern, sir.
Well, my point I'm trying to make is that we don't have 350 on our person at this exact time, and we can get it to you.
Then return with me with the 450 guilders by let's say 10
Did he just say
p.m.
150?
350.
He just said four. He I was like,
sorry.
he just said 450.
No, 350. 350 guilders
About to break his legs right now.
Before today's 10 p.m., let's say. That's a lot of time. To ask your friend from Thalia
Ample time.
to borrow, to give it to you. It's your friend's life, after all.
Does he have any pictures of like loved ones or anything, like portraits or anything hanging up?
No, he has like 2 portraits of small children in nobility dresses, and a portrait of a young woman. Although they might as well just be pieces of art. You don't know if they're his relatives.
I'm gonna admire the paintings or whatever that.
You admire the paintings, all right. He looks at you expectantly. So, if that's all, then my men will see you to the door. Anything else?
I think that'll be all. We'll speak more this evening.
Absolutely. Hector, the servant returns. Please follow me, he says. Your weapons are waiting for you at the door.
Thank you.
Can we kind of size him up before we leave?
Who, the servant or
Hector.
the man? Well,
The servant.
He's a servant.
He's just
Okay, so is he big or is he like?
He's not the same man who opened the door for you.
Okay.
He's not the
I'm
hired
just trying to
muscle.
get an idea of the layout and who's there and like what could go down if we just kick the door in.
Yeah, I know. Well, all right. You've checked the man and you've checked the single corridor through which you walked to the man's living room. And after that, Hector opened the door, gave you your weapons back, wished you all a good day, and then closed the door. You're standing on the street.
Well, so let's start walking back to our because our hotel is nearby, right? The Dancing Octopus.
Yes.
So let's walk back there and have a meeting, guys.
I'm ready to burn his place down.
Well, it did occur to me that what are the names of these two rich people who need treatment? Because they might have some accidents that they won't need treatment.
Burgelmeister, right?
Yeah. But he's not going to tell us who they are. So
That name kind of rings out.
No, he's not.
Well, I mean, Burgermeister's not a name. It just means that they're wealthy.
No,
and
you guys know from your stay in Marienburg that the Burgermeisters rule this city. They are essentially rulers of Marienburg.
I was trying to think of, could we, if it was just a boosted shipment, could we find it? Can we find another supply for the stuff and steal it, or contact the Hounds and see if they can find a shipment of it for us?
I was hoping I can get like an idea of where he keeps it, or something, or like get a seal that we could forge a document or something, But
well, our other option is to go back to the embassy and get a writ or a note from one of the reasons I didn't go too far down that road was we work for the Imperial Embassy and blah blah, we're doing something is that since Marienburg isn't part of the Empire, he probably doesn't give a shit about that.
Yeah,
but I suspect he does care about the witch hunters.
Yeah, well, so that's why I'm and I suppose I could try to make some more contacts and be like, here, let's just nail this to your door. You are a heretic.
You're entering the Dancing Octopus and you're making your way to your room.
Mm-hmm.
You're in your room. You can discuss freely.
Okay. So, what are our options? Because honestly, I'd like to break. Yeah.
We can go in there, kill him and everybody, take his stuff, and find a doctor that will treat him with it.
I think we need to go to the embassy and there's no reason we should be dealing with this. Like, we already lost one man.
Mhm.
If our basic expenses aren't covered by the Empire, then I mean,
Yeah.
that's a labor dispute where I come from.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we could sweat the ambassador for money. That would be a thing we could do.
Yeah.
We need
Or
350.
we can just kill him.
Oh, the doctor? Yeah, we
Yeah.
could just kill him. But since we need his skill, so the whole thing of breaking in, killing him, or stealing the stuff, since we don't know how easy it is to make this stuff for real, it's probably better to just let him make it. So the question is how do we get payment, or in lieu of payment, some sort of document that puts the fear of God into him.
Yeah. Let's go to the embassy.
So I think going to the embassy and saying, we have a problem, we need you to solve it, and go from there.
You should state it that they have a problem, not you have a problem.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right, let's go to the embassy.
You're all going?
Yeah, the three of us. I think for the rest of the day, the three of us should stick together, because we're gonna need to go to this bakery tonight, or when we're done sorting out this payment bullshit.
Yeah. Vincent is, quite problematic. Just kidding, Jason. Don't worry.
He's not Gennaro problematic yet.
Well, no. Mainly because he's still alive. Zing.
Yeah.
Sorry for that.
He's not calling down trolls on us.
Yes. After almost an hour, of walking through Marienburg's tight and narrow streets, and actually you're not feeling cold after drinking that strange brew. You actually feel kind of warm. It's very nice. You're standing in front of the Imperial Embassy. The familiar soldier looks at you. He's like, "Oh, it's you again, mein Herren. Welcome. Coming to visit Herr Schmidt?"
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah, he's got some nice brandy up there.
He looks at you. He's absolutely not smiling after that remark. I see. Right. As usual, please leave your weapons here, and then follow me. Well?
Yeah, I leave my weapons.
Yep.
Right. He rolls his eyes.
Yep.
And then, his comrades take your weapons from you. They place them in a guard booth, actually. And then you follow the man inside the labyrinthine corridors of the Imperial Embassy in Marienburg. Few minutes later, he knocks at the door. "Herr Schmidt, it's your usual visitors." You can hear cursing from the other side. Wait just a second. You can hear that the man is walking somewhere. He opens the door, something like that. It actually takes a few minutes, for him to say, "Please enter." The guard points to the door. "As usual, I'll be waiting here, and then escort you back to the entrance," he says. You see that he's a bit more happier now, because he's standing in the warm and not in the cold outside.
I'll try to score you some of that brandy.
"I never drink on duty, sir, but thank you," he says.
It was a joke.
Haha. No, he's not saying haha. He just looks at you, and opens the door. You see, of course, Herr
All
Schmidt,
business.
who is completely red on his face and sweating. You also see the two Imperial operatives standing in a similar way as before. The woman standing behind Schmidt. Nihilus leaning against the wall with his arms crossed, chewing something. There's no alcohol this time, and there are no chairs. Please, enter, says Schmidt. Please, please. You enter the room. The guard closes the door behind you. So, what can I help you with? Says Schmidt. Although you see that the man just would love for nothing more than for you to leave. Well, I'm a busy man. I don't have all day.
Anybody?
We have a situation where we need your help to assist our friend. He's vital to the mission.
Go on.
And he needs assistance because he got sick from the mission.
Mm-hmm. He's being treated by one Dr. Schreiber, who is now extorting us for 350 guilders to continue the treatment, or our friend will die. We've barely succeeded with his help, so we feel it's critical to the mission that we get him on his feet again, so that we can continue in our work for you.
Dr. Schreiber, says the woman. I know the man. He's a snake.
That was my impression as well.
Although a very well-connected snake, especially to the top leadership of this city. Then again, what's wrong with your friend?
He's got the Grimpox bad.
That means he's
I don't know why I said it like that.
That means he's almost useless to us. You shouldn't worry about him. Find someone else.
I fold my arms.
I disagree.
Your disagreement is noted and ignored.
He was vital to our success at the heretic temple, and we feel that we will need his services again.
Is Nihilus making a face at all? Like, what's he look like while she's saying this?
He just looks at you blankly. I mean, not blankly. He just looks at you, but you can't read anything.
I'm looking
from his
at
face.
Nihilus, like I'm just staring at him.
You saw that when you've crossed his arms, he did a very slight movement of his body. Very, very slight. Alright, look. Remind me, how much money did you already took from the Emperor's coffers?
How much
Did
money?
we get? I'm not sure we've been paid yet. Have we?
Well, Herr Schmidt here paid you quite a sum for what was basically a simple trip to the swamps. And before, you've also used one of our safe houses in Naun a few months ago. And
it was like 20 something gold each, I think.
And after that, there was Talheim and that unfortunate business with the nobility of that city.
So what you're saying is that us saving the city of Talheim, we've already been paid, recompensed for that. That's what you're saying.
Saving the city of Talheim was your sworn duty, naturally. Or did you do it for your own personal gain?
We fought the
stay
foul
alive.
enemies of the Empire.
Exactly.
So what you're saying now is that is worth nothing.
Well, it's worth the eternal thanks of Sigmar and the Emperor, naturally.
Okay, so as part of his eternal thanks, he can help save our friend.
I gotta say
easy.
something, but it's loaded with profanity, so I gotta type it in. Okay.
You can
I keep looking at Nihilus, like, come on, man.
Does it rhyme with ducking?
He looks at you see that Nihilus looks at her.
Lucas just said that.
Uh-oh.
You're exiting the door, Lucas, or
Yeah.
staying?
Right. Yeah. No.
Leopold is just looking at Sally.
He's going
like,
to leave.
What
Like-
the hell just happened?
Come on, guys.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I'm confused. What happened?
Read the chat on roll 20.
No. I mean, I read it. I understand. I understand what's happening. Leopold is like, what? Where'd this come from?
Let's go, guys.
Wait, says Nihilus. Fuck's sake, Ariadna. The woman just looks at you, Lucas. She doesn't say anything. She's like a statue. Alright. Look. Schreiber, is he? The man?
Yes.
When does Vincent need another dose of this cure?
Tomorrow morning, but he's demanding full payment today before he'll make.
Fuck
a
it, I'm going
doses.
to. Okay, right. You need to do one thing, right? I'm going to do you a favor.
Okay.
Nihilus, says the woman. No. We've talked about this. You can take it up with Mort in Aldorf if you want to. I will. You need to take Vincent out of Shalayan Hospice. Place him somewhere safe. I don't care if it's a tool shed or a tavern or whatever place. Just take him somewhere safe. The Shalayans won't stop you. I'll bring you the bloody medicine today. That said, don't ever visit Dr. Schreiber's house after that. And
Not
it
a
would
problem.
probably be good for you to leave the town in the next few days after you finish here.
Spoken like a true Italian.
I feel like that's our.
You do know
that's
that
our
you
motivation.
jeopardize our entire operation here, Nihilus. I'll manage. Thank you very much. Mort will hear of this. So he will, says the man. After that, guys, we're even. I'm sorry for Gennaro, Sally. Very sorry for that. But we did.
I nod to him.
But we
Like an
did
appreciation.
give you quite enough. Well, I mean, sorry, quite a lot. I'm doing this for you guys. But after that, we're even.
It's much appreciated. You're practically one of us, Nihilus.
I'm really not. But I understand what you're saying. Now I suggest that you should leave.
All right.
And just free tip: don't talk like that to men and women you don't know. In the future. Well, off you go.
All right. Let's go.
I tip my hat and turn out the door.
Schmidt is basically just sitting, pale white behind his desk. Guard! The guard opens the door. Please follow me. When he closed the door, you can hear both of them, Ariadna and Nihilus, essentially, arguing with each other. But interestingly enough, it's not in Reichspiel. It's in some, other language you don't really know. But they are arguing rather loudly. Herr Schmidt must...
Lucas is still pretty angry, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Even though he got his way, he's still pretty angry.
Herr Schmidt must really like you, says the man. He always finds time for you. He's a quite busy man.
I don't think he'll be having to see us very much anymore to his pleasure.
Oh, you must be doing good work if he wants to see you so often. I will drink your health today. after my shift.
Thank you, sir.
We need more.
I give him 2 pennies and say it's on us.
Well, in that case, I will drink your health for the next week, Master Halfling. We need more men like you. That's what I'm saying. More men like you with strong morals and a strong back. Not those outdoor weaklings. Fops, all of them.
Lucas nods at that.
Essentially, you know, they've brought you to the gate. Of course, they gave you back your weapons. As usual, everything's there. They haven't taken a single thing, just in case you're wondering.
Nope.
The man, you know, wished you well. May Sigmar be with you, he says. And
with you.
Flash
Like
the 2
Santa.
coins to you, you know, and then kiss them. And off you go.
Mhm. Sounds good.
Lucas
All right.
is still swearing heavily under his breath.
Yeah, you see that basically Lucas is pissed off.
So
I pat him on the back, laughing.
So we need to figure out where we're gonna put Vincent. All right, so I assume that's the next thing we're gonna do is go there and get someplace to hide him away. Do you think we can smuggle him into our room, or do you think he?
Didn't you say that Nihilus is going to do that?
No, I thought he told us to do that. He told us to go stick him somewhere.
Yeah, he told us to put him in a safe house. I don't think we want to put him in our room because we don't know. We don't understand whether things are contagious or not. So, like, we just know that when people are around other sick people, they get sick. So, so we probably don't want to put him in our room.
Well, is there like a stable or something associated with our? Essentially, I don't know where to put him. So.
Friends. You can hear from the small alley to your right. You see that Nihilus is there, waving at you to come
Okay.
to him.
Okay.
Hurry up!
I run over to him.
Find this man in Ostmoor. His name is Johann Schmidt. He gives you a small piece of paper.
Okay.
Give him that. He will help you. Now, important thing, very important thing. The place that you thought about to hide. To hide Vincent in when you were talking to us. Find another place. Don't ask. Find another place. Do you understand me?
Yes.
All right. After that, it will be tough. Anyway, find this man, Johann Schmidt. He's in Ostmoor. Usually, you can find him in one of the taverns. He's a mercenary, ex-marine burgher, but a good man.
Okay. He'll help us get Vincent out of the temple.
He'll help you get him out of the temple, and will help you in your task,
Okay.
in your future.
And
task.
where is he?
Ostmoor. Ask for Johann Schmidt.
He's just across. We're in Palais Burt still.
You
so
have
just
2
across.
to 3 more days before there will be a hit on you. 2 to 3 more days.
Got it.
After that, you need to leave town, or you'll be dead.
Yep.
And there's a big chance that I'm going to be the one doing the killing.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 to 3 days, that's all I can give you.
That's fine. We should be done after tomorrow.
Good. Take Schmidt with you. He's a good man. Give him the paper. Tell him that Nihilus sent you and that the debt is paid.
Okay.
Sigmar be with you guys.
And with you.
And with that,
Thank you,
he melted back into the shadows.
All right. Sounds like we have a replacement character for Vincent.
Lucas also has some choice words to say about how obviously we know who is going to put a hit on us instead of doing the thing.
Well,
let's go to Osmer and find
Lucas is saying that.
Yes.
Okay, so Lucas is once again swearing like a sailor.
That's Lucas's perspective.
By the way, Andy, you can swear all you like. I mean, we are all grown men here.
No, I got kids around.
Oh, okay. So
I cannot, in fact, swear.
Oh, sorry.
Like.
Forget about that. Of course, you can. You can.
Yes, you get minus to your character thing for not being a character though.
Yeah, sorry.
Minus points.
So are you going to Ostmur? Ostmur is
Yes.
in the way, essentially, of I mean, along the way to Reeksport.
Yep.
Yeah. You're traveling there. Almost all of you can't help it, but sometimes look behind your shoulder. Just a precaution.
Also,
yes.
Lucas is going to point out that if they're putting a hit on us, why the heck should we even bother doing the rest of this crap? Why don't we just,
It's for the Empire. Always remember, it's for the Emperor.
Lucas spits at that, by the way, when you say that.
Well, let me tell you this: spitting when someone is saying for the Emperor in the Empire, that's hardcore.
Yeah.
I mean, you all know that. I'm not saying that you need to, beat him to death, but you know that, the Emperor is a descendant of Sigmar.
I assume he's having a moment, so I'm just not saying anything.
Leopold pulls out a little notebook that he has, and he writes something down.
100 Ways to Sell Your Friends by Leopold.
List of Lucas's sins.
You know what they say, Leo, snitches get stitches. Remember about that. Anyway, you enter the Ostmur ward, which you've known quite well during your time in Marienburg. Essentially, it's, it lies rather close to the marshes, so the smell is not exactly pleasant, and it's also a bit overcrowded. But yeah, there are a lot of shops here, a lot of taverns and inns, a lot of smaller and bigger markets, stuff like that. If you want to find Johann Schmidt, you need to one of you or all of you will need to roll for gossip.
Okay. I have gossip, but I'm not very good at it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm better at it than I think.
Well, we can all roll separate, though, right? Like, it's not just something one of us does.
Yeah, you will roll separately, but it means that you will split up.
Mm. Yeah, I can do it.
Remember about your past in Talheim, and
yeah, I only have a 23, so if we don't want to split up, then maybe we need to find something. Maybe. I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Brian, Sally. Yeah, maybe Sally might be the one that needs to do the rolling.
Streetwise and a 55 fellowship.
Roll
yeah,
for it.
I have Streetwise and a 43 fellowship.
Yeah. Sorry for okay, roll for it.
So I get plus 10, right?
You
Okay,
pass.
You pass anyway.
You've asked a soldier-looking type about Johann Schmidt. He says, "Oh, Johann. Sure, I know him. He's in the Fancy Fiona Tavern. He's spending most of his days there, yeah, he likes to drink, old Johann, but he's damn handy with a sword, I must say. Yes. Tell him that Ludwig said hello if you meet him."
Ludwig, got it.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, the tavern itself is like at the end of the street. You can't miss it. It has this lady on the sign. She's got the purple dress, and yeah, she has also red hair, and she's very pretty. Fancy Fiona.
Sounds good.
Oh, very well. Well then, have a good day.
I tip my hat.
The soldier type, raises his mug to you in a salute, and then returns to his activities, which, of course, consists of drinking. And you're making your way towards Fancy Fiona. It is true, it is a small tavern, very shoddy looking. The sign is actually the nicest thing about this place, honestly. It's very crisp, and remember, the purple paint is very expensive. That said, there are no windows. I mean, there are windows, but there are like
I got a kid thing I gotta go take care of. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
There are windows, but there are no there's no glass in them, or even the what's the word? The fish. What they've put in the windows?
Panes, window panes,
Yeah.
shutters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good enough. No shutters. So you guess that inside it must be very cold. And true enough, inside is very cold. People sitting inside are all, most of them are huddled towards near the large fireplace, and all of them are dressed very, warmly, very thickly. But there's still a lot of chill in the air. Oh, the man in question, who told you about Schmidt at the previous tavern, also told you how he looks like. So you're looking for a man who's got a gray beard, like a gray goatee. He's dressed like a soldier. He's got long hair, also graying, and an impressive set of scars on his face. And sure enough, you see just the man. Just this man, sitting not far from the entrance, enjoying a pint.
Pint.
Thank you. So, he sits alone, by the way.
I say to Sally, well, since you're the most gregarious of the bunch, perhaps you should make introductions.
Yeah, I walk up and kind of wait until I have the guy's attention.
Jason,
Got back.
please, you know what to do.
What's his name?
Johann Schmidt.
Okay. Johann, you notice his eyes are closed and he's kind of swaying back and forth slightly.
You must be Johann Schmidt.
What? What? He perks up, grabs a spoon, and sticks it out. Oh, sorry. Who? He kind of rubs his eyes a bit, looks at Sally.
Johann Schmidt?
What do you want, boy? Rubs his eyes again. Oh, a halfling. Good to meet your acquaintance, sir.
Ludwig said something about your mother, but I forgot the rest of it.
Ludwig. Kind of ignores it, kind of like thinking a bit, still trying to wake up.
Yeah, good start.
Sally, give him the note.
Yeah, I hand him the parchment that Nihilus gave us. This is from a friend.
Friend? Okay, he kind of pushes the pint aside and takes the note and...
Now the irony, Johann can read.
Can he read?
No, you can read, don't worry.
Okay. Looks at it. Oh, Nihilus. Younger fellow. I'm assuming I'm on the older side of things. Oh, this is good. This is good. Alright. So I'll be following you guys for a few days, it sounds.
It's perhaps.
I'm not sure what the content of the note says.
It says what it needs to say. Just leave it at that.
Okay.
We need help getting our friend out of a Chilean.
He said after this, your debt's absolved.
Oh yeah, well, that's what it says here. Yes, that's good. It's good.
We need help getting a friend out of a Chilean temple and stashed somewhere. And he said you're the man to help us with that.
I've dealt with crazy folks before. Okay, I could do this.
Do you know of a place that we can hide somebody from prying eyes?
Unless you're expecting to go to a tavern, I don't. That's all I'm familiar with here.
I see that What is he drinking? Does he have a bottle on the table or anything?
Jason, you decide.
You see, like 2 empty pints, and then one that's like a quarter full. It doesn't look like anything too special. Probably just the whatever has been tapped that day.
I'm gonna smell it. But not
It
drink
smells cheap.
I set
I
it
wanna-
back down.
I want to take it, kind of covet it, kind of looking at Sally before finishing it.
So, do you know anything about
Um,
the Burndt Bakery?
You do, actually. You're from Dud Canal, Jason.
Okay.
Your character is from Dud Canal.
Okay. Well, that's useful to know.
Yeah, pretty convenient, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what
Okay.
do I know about it?
Burndt Bakery was once a bakery belonging to the Burndt family, and during the time when Dud Canal was a wealthier district than now, it was one of the best bakeries in the whole world. But when the Dud Canal fell into poverty and despair, the Burnts just, took their business and left, essentially leaving the building to decay. And from that, no one was using it. It's an empty building, you know that.
Okay.
How sure are we that it's empty?
Well, he didn't told you that. Just remember, I've told Jason
Yeah, okay.
what his character knows.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's I think we might have a place for that. I'm assuming it's still unoccupied. That's it's not really one of those places you'd want to open up a business, if you know what I'm saying here. Yeah, actually, yes, I think that'll do good. I don't know. Are you guys familiar with Dud Canal? I kind of say it with squinting my eyes.
Born and raised.
You don't?
On the playgrounds where I spend
Yeah.
most of my days.
I say it with an Italian accent.
Oh, quite. Okay. So, is there only one Chilean temple?
No,
Or are there like?
there are quite a few of them.
So where's this person who needs to be moved?
He's
That's
in
gonna be
the
weird.
Chilean temple in Rixport.
Rixport. Oh, it's quite a bit of a way. Okay, well, but debt's a debt. So this is good. This is good. All right. Yeah, there's an abandoned couple of buildings down in Dud Canal if you want to hide out. Why are you trying to hide this person?
Remember
Besides-
that this tavern is packed with people. Just FYI.
We just need to hide him for right now.
From his
and
wife.
my wife.
Well, that explains why he's in the Chilean temple, if you know what I mean. And I kind of try to elbow somebody who's near me, and if not, I just kind of sigh.
You hit Sally in the eye.
Yes, well.
So where to first?
Well, so it sounds like we're going to the Dud Canal after we get Vincent. So we should probably get our wits about us, go get him, take him to this place, and then go to the Burndt Bakery. Bang zoom, Bob's your uncle.
By the way, Jason, you have a place to live here because you're from this place.
Okay.
He's in Dud Canal?
Well,
Whatever right now.
you have a small, tenement flat, let's say in Krujersmur ward. It's in the south east district. It belonged to your parents when
Okay.
you've left Dud Canal. They sold their property and bought a smaller one there, and after their death, it is now yours.
Okay.
It's very small and crampy, and of course it's full of beer bottles, and wine bottles because Johan is an alcoholic. But you know, it's yours.
And where are we now?
You're in
We're in Austin.
no, you're in Ostmoor.
Austin.
So just the one
Ostmoor,
just
okay.
above Ricksport right
Yeah.
now. So we need to go down to Ricksport. Then we need to drop off Vincent at wherever you think is the best place, and then we need to go to the Burndt Bakery in Dude Canal and figure out what this map is telling us.
Okay. Well, that's okay.
Should we get? I mean, yeah, I don't want to talk about this in here, but yeah, I have some concerns
All right.
about.
Let's hit
Our
the
friend.
road. Let's hit the road. Oh,
All
this
right.
guy?
No, not him.
Oh.
Our friend that may or may not be not feeling good.
Okay. I thought you were going to say concerns about our other friend who's going to kill us in 3 days.
Oh, the one with his wife after him. Now, did he? Now the question is, did he put himself in the Shalayan temple? That's where it's I've heard that before. You get the wife on you, and people claim they're crazy just to get out of the house.
Well,
Yeah, something like that.
I'm just kind of staring at him like.
you
that's
see that the man is already tipsy. He's not drunk, but he's tipsy.
All right.
Yeah, my eyes are a bit glazed.
Yeah,
All right, Johan, grab your stuff. Let's go.
Johan has his stuff on him. By the way, Jason, you have the Old World Bestiary,
Yes.
so you know
Is-
who I'm talking
Oh,
about,
sorry.
right?
You can just ping me it just so I know for sure.
Okay. There's a typical soldier of the Empire, Johann Schmidt. There, it's
Okay.
He's in the
Okay, I'll
rules
look for that
section.
then.
So you have his stats and his gear. Oh, and sorry, you have a single fate point, a single one.
Okay.
If Johan survives, maybe we'll think about something else.
Okay.
Yes, he's a replacement character. I couldn't stand Jason, just not participating in the game.
Yeah, no, I think we also need help.
Yeah.
Quite honestly.
You see that Johan is essentially he wears light armor. His uniform is, of course, in the colors of Marienburg, mainly yellow and actually blue and red. He's got sword. He's got a sword, a shield, and I'm not sure if he also has a halberd or not. You will need to check it in the book, Jason, or give me a few minutes during the break, and I will check it for you.
Out of character, are we picking up the medication from?
You're not picking the medication. You guess that
No,
Nihilus will pick the medication from Dr. Schreiber's house.
Right. My understanding is that what's happening now is that Nihilus is going to go and essentially put the fear of God into him and get all of the medicine, and we're going to have to hide Vincent and ourselves essentially out, because that'll he'll be pissed. His people will be pissed off that we essentially stole all the medicine out from under them.
But we're gonna have to go back to the embassy, or we're just counting on Nihilus to find us.
No, we never worry about him finding us. He'll find us.
Okay.
I mean, that was
I also think heading back to the embassy might be a good way to get ourselves killed.
Yeah.
right, because I think at this, that's the whole point. Is we've now been told that we need to beat it. So my understanding right now is let's get Vincent out. He'll get the medicine he needs, and then we finish this up, and then we're out of Dodge after we, whatever information we get from this Burndt Bakery. We essentially need to get out of town.
Yeah, remember about a couple of things. Schreiber is working for the most powerful men in the city, including burgomeisters, the ruling class, essentially. Which means that, he's not stupid. He'll know that after losing the medicine, he'll probably know that you are somehow connected to that. Which means that he'll probably tell his mates, which means that the whole city will probably try and find you.
Yep.
If you know what I mean. Other than that, Nihilus told you that there will be a hit on you. You don't know if it's because of Lucas' outburst or something else. But yeah, that's the reality, which means that you need to take Vincent out of the hospice, place him somewhere safe, finish your task with the Burndt Bakery, and get the hell out of town. You have
Alright, so
2 to 3 days. Of course, your new friend Johann Schmidt doesn't know these things.
Alright.
But
Are you-
yeah,
are you sure it's in his character's in the Beastery?
yeah, it's Outward Bestiary. It's at the beginning of the rules section, not the lore section, but rules section.
Okay.
It's he's named Johann Schmidt, the trained soldier of the Empire, something like that.
Okay. I'll look for it. But go ahead while I...
Okay,
That's fine. Oh, I found him. I found him.
yeah. So also tell me about his gear.
Alright. Armor is medium armor.
Mm-hmm.
Helmet, full leather armor, mail shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got 3 on the head, 1 on the arms, 3 on the body, 1 on the legs. Halberd, hand weapon, and shield.
Okay, your halberd is left in your house, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, and you have, let's say you have 3 guilders left. Because, you
Okay.
know, you have a place to live, and it's rather cheap because Cruyer's Moor is rather poor district. As are most, as are most districts which are located near the wall because of the smell. And you still, you can still find work from time to time as a mercenary. Let's say, but of course you like to drink, and let's say that Johann also likes to eat rather well. I mean, not fancy, but you're not going to eat a rat.
Mm.
So you have principles, so to speak. Some kind of you have some kind of rules which you will not break when it comes to your character. Oh, and by the way, when I've said that you're alcoholic, I don't mean that you have the mental illness alcoholism from the rulebook, but that you're just you really like to get drunk.
Okay.
Okay. Very well. Half an hour, and you're standing in front of the Shalayan hospice. Of course, you guys are walking, straight and fast, looking around you nervously after what you've learned today. And Johann is simply, walking in a slight zigzag, humming merrily under his nose.
You did notice he kind of rolled that letter up and is keeping it close to him as if it's worth something. The note from Nihilus.
Yeah. So you guys see that. Okay. Who's going inside, or rather, who's asking a priestess to come outside because you all have weapons, and weapons are not permitted in the temple of Shalaya. Even in a small shrine, they're not permitted.
Leopold thinks to himself, "Who's going to stop me?" But
True enough.
but he says, "Sister, we need
Well,
to
there's
speak
no
some-"
sister outside, so I don't know who are you talking to.
Oh,
One
okay.
of you
So
essentially needs to leave his weapons with the others and go inside.
Leopold offers to do that and go inside.
All right. Leopold leaves his weapons with you guys, and then walks inside. You walk inside a small space of the hospice. Like I said, it's really just a big shrine with a built-in hospice than a proper temple.
Okay.
Immediately, a young acolyte of Shalaya, interestingly enough male, as most of them are female, approaches you. Welcome to the hospice of Shalaya, Miner. How can I help you in this fine day?
I need to retrieve a patient.
He looks at you strangely. Very well, I will ask one of my superiors to speak to you. Please wait here. And he runs away, essentially. and returns less than a minute later with familiar figure of one of the temple's sisters. She's not the superior of this place, but you've spoken to her before. Oh, welcome. Welcome back, miner. My acolyte told me that you're here for your friend, but his treatment is not yet over.
That is correct, but I need to take him now.
We can't let him go. He's infected with green pox. This is a highly contagious disease. It would endanger the entire city, or at the very least the entire world of re-export. She looks at you quite horrified when she says that.
I am aware of the consequences. I am taking him out of the city right now.
Well, as I've said before, I can't let you do that. It's against the code of our goddess. This man must be saved, and he can't be allowed to spread his illness further. Besides, his treatment is not yet over. If you take him now, he will only get worse.
We will be continuing his treatment, but we have to leave now.
Charm minus 30.
Why? Why?
Should have taken the intimidate skill.
I do have.
Yes, you can also try and intimidate the woman, although it's it's risky. And you know that it's risky.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to intimidate her because I don't have.
Remember that in the old world there's this code: you never threaten or steal from Shalians. Essentially, it's like only the most vile, disgusting, despicable men would raise their hands at the sister of Shalia. Because Shalians help everyone. They don't care if you're rich or if you're poor. They will help you. They will, risk their lives.
Yeah.
You can do this, of course, because you're a hardcore Sigmarite. But just so you know, essentially in the Tome of Salvation, there's a very nice snippet of text. One thief, beats another thief, and he says something like, "You never whack, steal from, whoop, sisters, whack of Shalia," something like that. So even the followers of Runout, just leave them alone.
Oh, okay, Leopold is kind of a jerk, but he's not that big a jerk, so he's not gonna intimidate the Shalian priestess. Somebody sending a thing. I don't see it.
Lucas donates a stabbing.
All right, I'm gonna try to charm, and I'm going to reserve, or I'm gonna probably use a luck point.
Very well.
To re-roll it. All right, but anyway, all right. Yoink. Alright, I'm gonna re-roll it. I don't have a lot of chance, but you never know. Okay. Sigmar, give me strength. Closer, but no. Alright, so I don't charm her.
She essentially says, she tells you that she won't release Vincent. And you understand why. It's not like you're stupid. You understand why. It's actually very dangerous for a carrier of a plague to be allowed to just, walk freely.
Yeah, I understand. I look around to see where I think he might be. Is he?
You know that he's probably somewhere, in the hospice. Right now, you're in the shrine. The hospice is a building, like behind the shrine. Like it's like a large wooden and stone building where people are being treated. Yeah.
Is anybody getting flashbacks of Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Jason, but Vincent does not have this kind of treatment as, Sir Galahad, I believe it was.
I assumed he was thinking the bring out your dead moment.
No, he's thinking about the spankings and the...
Yes.
And the other stuff.
Yeah.
Bad suit.
You're in terrible peril. I was not.
All right. Obviously, Leopold has failed. So he says, I wish there was some way I could convince you of the urgency of getting our friend out of the city of Marienburg.
Your friend is under the best care of Dr. Schreiber. If he'll write me a note with his seal saying that your friend can be released, then perhaps our superior will do so. But only then.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you, sister.
Very well.
And I will leave and tell the guys that I've completely
Acolyte
and
Lothar,
utterly-
please get this man outside. Yes, sister, says the young man, Lothar. And with that, he ushers you outside of the hospice.
So I go outside and I essentially tell them that I have completely failed and that they won't release him to me. I mention that they say if we get a note from Schreiber, we can have him, but that I'm like that's absurd. We're not going to get a note from this asshole.
I curse. If only we knew what the seal looked like.
If only I'd stolen it earlier. So my suggestion, I huddle up with the guys, and my suggestion is that Sally and I climb the outside wall and try to get inside that way and bust this place up if we need to get him out.
You're pretty sneaky, right?
I'm sneaky and I can climb walls.
Oh,
Look,
damn.
so
Although maybe
what if
not.
what if I go in and make a nice donation while you insist you just want to see your friend? And then you do whatever you have to from that point, but just like enough to get you back there with him.
I don't think they're going to let me back in there now that I've said I need to take him out.
You know, if the building is on fire, they're going to have to evacuate.
Oh God.
I just think if we could just climb the wall.
Is Schmidt in on this conversation?
Yes, he's standing right next to them.
Lucas says that.
I'm looking at these guys like, fire.
We've been on the road a long time.
Yes, our friend is a woodsman. He likes to start fires.
Charcoal burner at that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Talking about the Chilean temple, though.
He
You're
was
playing
just
with fire yourself.
zing.
Well,
Either somebody's going to go do something now and go get him, or I'm going to go in through the front door and get him.
All right.
well,
I'll talk and I'll make a nice donation while you're doing what you need to do.
I'm gonna go around the back and see if I can see any way to scale the building and get in get in a window somewhere. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, guys, before we Metal Gear Solid this shit, let's take a 3-minute break.
Yeah,
box.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Huh? What was that noise?
Yeah.
It's just a cardboard box.
Kept you waiting, huh? Okay, enough of that. I'll see you guys in a few.
6.
Is anybody there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Johann Schmidt.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, man. So it's like, and we'll see how hard getting Vincent out of this is.
I've got the war chest with me. Yeah, I could count out a big donation in pennies, and it's just that you guys are being shipped up north or something to help clean up after the war. And it might be the last time you see Vincent, so you know what I mean.
Don't forget his stuff.
Whoops.
I don't know where his stuff is, but we'll try to.
And whatever happens, make sure Vincent and Johann don't touch. It could mess up the whole space-time continuum.
They're not allowed to see each other.
My plan right now is to go upstairs, is to try to climb upstairs and find his room.
Are you going up on the just scaling the wall?
That was my intention. Yes. I don't know how many.
Okay, so that might actually work if you go in separately from me and Lucas, and if I can get Lucas to go in from the interior, that might be. You know what I mean? Like both of you working together at that point, and I'll just count out pennies.
Accidentally drop them all. Oh no!
Paying my property taxes, pennies.
I need help picking all this up.
You see the video of the guy that did that?
Oh,
he
he
tried
pays
doing
property taxes?
Yeah, he brought like all these pickup trucks full of bags of pennies that he had changed at the bank. And he tries paying his property taxes with it, and they're like, "Sir, we're not taking all those pennies. Go back to the bank and get it turned back into cash." And he's like, "No." And they're like, "Well, we're not taking it." He was like, "Fine." So he had to go right back to the bank. Hey, I want all this in cash again.
Yeah.
Then the bank was like, "We're not taking all those pennies." Damn it!
I'm back.
Where's the coin star? Yeah.
So we have no idea like what we're looking for at the Burndt Bakery. We're just looking for anything at this point.
Yes. All we have is essentially a treasure map, if I recall correctly.
What are you guys looking at for the Burndt Bakery?
Bear's map. Well, it just shows the Burndt Bakery, and then it shows what we think are like sewers and rooms underneath, and then at the end of this sort of maze of rooms and tunnels, there's an X. So our assumption was that there was something to do with all this mess that's happening that will let us know.
Whenever an empty place has a map drawn for it, I know it's not actually empty.
Yeah.
2 years of being on the road. It's probably the guy was on the tail of this cult, right? Like he had some kind of information. Cult.
Yeah, I thought, it's part of the problem is not reading the notes very religiously, so I don't recall.
Yeah, he was like mentioned in the cult leader's notes, so we went looking for him, and then it turns out he got stabbed by the Hounds gang, but we got his coin purse and it had this map in it, so that's basically our only lead. Is there's maybe something there, maybe not, but we have nowhere else to look. Especially because he's dead now. But if he was making the cult leader angry, presumably there's something down there that could help us, or our next clue, maybe.
Yeah, I thought it was just going to give us some indication. Yeah, exactly of where to go next, or perhaps more information, because I think he was supposedly the one that.
Or he was on the tail of the kid, and it was pissing off the cult leader.
Right. Yeah. exactly. That he was the one who had designs on the kid for whatever reason.
So where are we hiding Vincent?
Well, supposedly you're the one with the knowledge. So it sounded like you were saying that you knew of an abandoned place in Dude Canal to hide him. I thought that's what you were saying.
There's also his flat.
Or
Yeah.
just your house where you live.
Probably the flat, though. That may that may change when he sees the condition, if he sees the condition. Though I don't know how knowledgeable.
I think it might be a bit much to ask some dude we just met to let him stash a plague victim there. Also, people saw us leaving the tavern with him, so that would be actually a place that somebody that was after us might check.
So presumably Johan knows of a place. I don't know if he was talking about his place or what. Or Johan, and it was Michael that said Johan knows of a place, but he hasn't told anybody else yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if Miguel was talking about the Burndt Bakery or of the place. So I need to clarify what we were talking about there.
Right. Well, that's what I didn't understand. At first I thought we were talking about the Burndt Bakery, and then I thought you were talking about some other place. So I'm not clear on that aspect of it.
Yeah. Because I imagine there's, if he's familiar with the town, I'd imagine he'd know of something abandoned, whether it's a safe place or not.
Yeah.
We kind of need to get Vincent out of terms where the priestess will tell us how to take care of him. You know what I mean?
Well, my understanding is he just needs this fancy, expensive medicine, and that's all he needs. And he needs.
He's like bedridden too, you know.
Well.
It's gonna be complicated, but I think we're gonna have to kind of wing it. So if we go 3 different directions, maybe it'll work. I'll make a donation. Lucas comes in with me. We try to get him to see Vincent legit, and Leopold climbs a wall, tries to get in the back way.
I just need not to fall and kill myself. I'm still injured from falling the last time.
Fell through the floor. Trying to kick open a door.
Yeah.
So is Schmidt just going to wait outside then?
I don't know.
Ooh, yeah.
Actually,
Schmidt can come with me.
Is he good at like climbing and stuff? I don't know what his stats and junk are. So
we could leave.
We're
actually got to leave our weapons outside.
Because I mean, even if Leopold is able to climb up there and get him, he can't just like chuck him out the window.
Yeah.
So if he had somebody to help, that would probably be a good idea.
This doesn't say anything. This is pretty much straight soldiery stuff. Nothing snooping or climbing or sneaking or anything like that for this character.
I'm back. Sorry, I'm back. So,
No, you're not.
yes, I am.
Hey, Johan could just come with me, and they'll just make a. You know what I mean? Just stand there while I count out. And Lucas could try to rendezvous with Leopold.
So why won't they let him out? What's wrong with this guy?
His wife is crazy.
Oh, so he doesn't want to go out.
Stop trying to fake his death. Or you win.
So, say we knock him out and drag him out? Is that what we're planning to do?
If we have
No.
to.
Let our friends here handle it, but I've got to go in and make a donation and settle up.
I've also put Johann Schmidt's house on the map. Of course, this location currently is known only to Johann himself, but just FYI.
Now, does Johan know of any abandoned places? Because I think we kind of got sidetracked with that. Like, so he knows of an abandoned place, and I think we're talking, Dude Canal.
Yeah, you know about a few places in Dude Canal, but leaving a man like Vincent in Dude Canal is essentially a very bad idea. It's a very dangerous place.
Yeah.
Because the abandoned places are sometimes used as hideouts or meetings for various nefarious types, and stuff like that. So anyway, Solid Leopold is trying to jump the fence. Right?
So is that what I need to do? I'm just trying to go around the backside to where I think the hospice is, and then
Lucas is going with him, not to go up, but more to be at the bottom to help him get a body out.
Okay. You see that the building is not fenced, essentially. It's just a building with the bottom is made from stone, the upper stories are made from wood, and the windows are all, of course, barred with iron bars, naturally, for the safety of the patients and the people living outside.
The windows are barred with iron bars. All right. Well, that's sort of.
You probably could, pry them. They are looking kind of rusty. After all, there's a lot of humidity in the air.
So am I still going in and making the donation?
Well, you're doing what your plan was, and we're around the back trying to figure out.
And what does Johan do?
Johan doesn't know. So what exactly are we doing here?
I think
Sally.
Yeah.
You want to hold my weapons?
I can do that. I'm very good at that, sir.
Hold my beer.
Right there.
All right.
Sally, you enter the temple. A young acolyte approaches you. Oh, hello, Mr. Huffling. Welcome to the Hospice of Shalaya. How may I help you?
I'd like to speak to the priestess again about my friend's care and to make a donation.
Wait, are you with the man who walked here before? Asking about his friend who has the green pox?
Yeah, he got upset. He was supposed to make a donation, and he's being shipped off up north.
Oh, I see. I see.
And he might be the last time he gets to see him, so he just got upset and stormed off. So I just came in to make a donation.
Very well. I will ask the sister. Please wait here for a second. And the young man runs away. Again, less than a minute later, he returns with the sister, a young, quite attractive woman in the Shalayan garb. She looks at you. Welcome, Mr. Huffling. I've told your friend the same thing I'm going to tell you. That your friend can be allowed to leave this place before his treatment is finished.
Right, as I told the acolyte before,
young Lothar,
he's upset.
Yes.
He's getting sent up north, and it might be the last time he gets to see him. So he got upset. He was supposed to ask about his current condition and to make a donation, but he got too upset. So I'm here to do that.
We will, of course, gladly take any donation. His condition is stable. That said, he is a carrier of the green pox, a very dangerous illness known to wipe entire villages and towns in the old world. So you probably understand why I can't allow this man to be let go before his treatment ends.
I do. What is the what kind of care is he getting? Like, what sort of?
He's under the best care of the priestesses of Shalaya, as well as Dr. Schreiber. I've also told your friend that if you want him to be released, you can speak to Dr. Schreiber and ask him for an appropriate document with her doctor's seal. If we will receive such a document, then our prioress, Sister Superior, just might, let your friend go.
Well, I mean, like more specifically, like what sort of care does he need besides the medication?
He needs to lay in the bed, take the medication, take a lot of fluids, and we are also applying balms and herbal remedies to his body to fight
Is he speaking?
Yes, he is. I mean, he's lucid most of the time. He's in good care, Halfling. You don't need to worry about him. However,
sorry, go ahead.
However, if we let him go prematurely, he might die.
I want to ask a few more pointless questions, and like until she says she has other things to do, and then make the donation.
You've essentially asked 3 more questions before she told you that she needs to get back to her duties. Of course, when you give her the donation, she thanks you graciously. Doesn't matter how much you gave her, you know.
Can I take my time doing it though?
What do you mean by take your time? I mean, you know,
like I'm
1 shilling, 2
like 1 penny,
shillings,
2 pennies,
3 shillings.
Yeah.
Yes, if she waits for you to finish, you know, giving the donation. But if you take too much time, then she just, you know, excuses herself. Actually, no. You know what? Sorry. I just forgot.
She's a Shellian priestess. She can't be rude, right?
No, she's not rude. She says to Lothar, "Please take the donation from this man. Goodbye, Herr Hoffling," and she leaves.
I'd tip my hat, and I'd keep counting the money out.
Lothar just stands with this small wooden bowl, you know, for money, and he's just saying things like, "Oh, thank you for the donation, Mr. Hoffling. It's very nice of you. It's very nice for you to, you know, think about the poor and the desperate and the sick, and you know, blah 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 blah, stuff like that."
I'm gonna count out 4 gold,
Mm-hmm.
and then give him a 5th gold, and say, "Take this one and shove it up Dr. Schreiber's ass."
The kid gets just red on his face. He mumbles something. You don't know why. Of course, you know, he's just a very young, frail kid, so he's not like...
I smile and I pat him on the arm, and then I head out.
Thank you. You know, something like that. You know, he probably never heard the language like that spoken, you know, in his presence. I mean, he is an initiate. But of course, he took the donation. He mumbled something about eternal gratitude of Shalab with you, and then he simply just ran away with the money.
Okay, I go back outside.
All right. Meanwhile,
I wanted to buy them some time, though. That's what I was going for.
All right.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, you
priestess
know,
one
it
was made.
took a few minutes for you to speak with the priestess, so don't worry. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Leopold and Lucas.
All right, so I'm looking at these barred windows,
Mm-hmm.
and so are there any at the ground level, or are they all
Yes,
up above?
They are on
Okay.
ground level and in the upper levels as well.
Are there any that aren't barred?
No, they
Or
are all,
anything that looks like it could be used to get inside, like it's not barred, like it wouldn't even have to be like a window, but it's just like it could be, you know, like a damaged spot, or you know, like a couple of missing shingles in a row.
there is an entrance to the basement.
Ah, okay.
Hmm.
I go to the entrance to the basement.
Well, it's locked, obviously, but it's not barred, although it's protected with a lock.
Okay.
It's like this double-doored, you know, entrance to the basement where people often like throw coal. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
a padlock, rusty padlock, and that's the only safety precaution that this door possesses.
Okay. My question is do I still have a lockpick set? Because I have a feeling I don't anymore.
You know that Sally has one.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I will. I will ask Lucas to go get Sally while I stay here with the lock. Tell him bring Sally over here with his lockpick set.
Okay, I'll go get him and bring him back.
You run to the entrance of the temple. Of course, now you need to wait for a
Right.
5 minutes. Yes, for
Yeah, that's kind of piece of purpose.
yeah, for him to emerge. Eventually, Sally emerges from the inside of the shrine. Sally, you see that Lucas stands right next to Johann Schmidt, who is still tipsy, and he looks at you. I mean, Lucas, not Johann, with intent.
I throw my hands up, like, what?
I wave him without saying anything on purpose. I wave him, Birkin, to where he needs to go, and then start walking that way.
You follow him, Sally? Okay. You follow the man to the back of the hospice, where Leopold is standing right next to the basement door. Although Leopold just said 1 second, so I guess that we need to wait for 1 second.
You guys haven't even broken in yet?
Freaking locks. And I didn't think busting the door down would be too subtle.
Oh, jeez. Well, luckily it wasn't too expensive. But, Ronaldo's needed his dues anyway. It's been a while since I paid tribute.
Sorry, I'm back.
No worries. So anyway, Leopold, you see that Sally is is standing right next to you.
Say, do you have your tools?
I sigh and reach in my bag and hand them to him.
All right. You don't dirty your hands anymore? All right. No problem. I will do it. Actually,
I'll stand lookout, I guess.
All right.
Let's
you
roll.
That was my roll. I think it's time for a luck point.
Yep.
God damn it. I had a pretty
Don't
good...
much.
Yeah, really.
You can...
Oh, oops, did I hit it twice?
Yeah, first roll, of course. You can open it. You can try second time with a -5 modifier.
Okay. I'll try one last time. God damn it. Alright.
Despite the lock being rather rusty, it's hard for you to open it.
Alright. I have no idea why that didn't work, because I have a pretty good lockpick, but oh well. Alright, time to start smashing it with the...
Sally can also try. Oh, by the way, what does Johann do at this time?
Well, it really depends. Right now, he was at the front door holding weapons.
Oh yeah,
watching people run back and forth around the corner.
Oh, so you're still standing with the weapons, right?
Well, he's still kind of at a loss as to what exactly is happening.
Okay.
He's probably sobering up at this point.
Yeah.
So Sally, you grabbed your weapons from him?
I would have, but I don't know if... I mean...
Yeah.
Oh, so Sally returned for the weapons. Okay.
Well, I'll follow them and see what they're doing.
Okay, so Sally returns for the weapons, and now Johann follows Sally to the back of the hospice. Okay, you're all standing there.
So Sally, are you working for this guy's wife? What are we trying to do here? We're just trying to get him out?
Just for a weekend.
Right, okay. Alright, so I'm with the rest of the group at this point.
Yeah, I see that Leopold stands next to the door looking sheepishly. Lucas looks pissed off. Sally just looks, well, like Sally.
I grabbed the lockpick out of Leopold's hands.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's bullshit, but oh well.
I'm rolling agility.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are there any talents that could help?
You've opened it at the first try. It was essentially like click clack.
See,
you
and
guys.
that's what sucks. See, your agility
I'm shaking my head
mine's
at Leopold.
58.
Ronaldo, have mercy on you.
You guys aren't planning on thieving while you're in here, are you?
Nope.
No, we're just getting our friend out of here.
Alright, alright.
He likes to drink like you.
All right.
The entrance to the basement is of course dark, and you can smell the coal in the air. The smell is kind of overwhelming, as well as of course there's mold, and there's the smell of dust. Oh, by the way, Andy has some problems with his internet, so he might be temporarily unavailable.
Okay.
I don't know. Andy, you're still with us? No, he's not. Okay, so he can hear us, but he can't speak. So,
Yeah.
right. Who's going in? Who's staying? What are you guys going to do?
I guess say, Sally, you want to come inside with me, and we'll look around for him.
I actually look very uneasy about going in there.
Okay. So does that mean Lucas is coming in with me? Or since he's not talkative, maybe I'll. Hey, Johan, you want to help me out here?
Wait, I'm just asking Andy if he's coming in, because right now he's not even hearing us.
Okay.
Okay, let's just say that Lucas.
Well, yeah, I guess I
disappeared.
could come in.
Yeah.
Kind of scratch my head. We're not thieving, are we? We're just getting this guy and getting out, right?
Yes, it's not. We're not thieving. We're getting our friend out of here.
We're
So
murdering.
No.
How do you
Don't
send private
worry.
messages?
No, we are speaking over Messenger. Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
All right. Well, Sally, I guess it's your turn, and I want to hand Sally the shield and my sword.
Let's say, for simplicity's sake, that Lucas is guarding the entrance. Okay? Because
that makes sense.
Andy is not even responding to my messenger, so I guess that he has like a complete. Oh wait, rebooting router now. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Lucas. Sorry, Lucas is coming in. Okay, Lucas is coming in.
Okay. Should I not come in then?
It's up to Johan. It sounds like Johan doesn't really want to come in.
He doesn't mind coming in. He's just not willing to steal. He's half in suspicion of what's going on. So.
Sure. Sure, people I just met. I'll help you break into this temple.
Well, it's
Sorry, Brian,
this is relieving his debts, so he kind of is like, this is a big opportunity to get rid of all of his debts. So he's willing to take quite a bit of risk in order to do it, but he also is not going to. No.
Brian, you can write me private messages on Roll20 if you wish.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay,
there's
like-
some way to do it. I don't know how to do it though. It's like is it like a shush tag or something?
Yeah, I think something like that.
Is it? Hang on, I'll try a dummy one.
Okay. Because I'm trying not to have getting myself distracted with Messenger too much.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Unrecognized command.
okay. By the way, I know what you mean. I know what you're talking about, so don't worry. So,
Okay.
is Johann Schmidt coming in?
Sure.
Okay. Who's coming first? It's dark down there, by the way.
Leopold will go down first. I don't remember if he has a. I don't remember what gear he has.
Night vision? Oh no.
Yeah.
Sally has night
he
vision.
has a small lantern,
Yes.
so he'll light his lantern and go down.
Okay.
Oh, oops, that's not what I want.
You lighting
Schmidt's
Yes.
Schmidt's going to be cautious. He's not going to follow right behind, but he's
Okay.
he's keeping an eye on the exit in case he has to run out.
So you're last, essentially, what you're telling me.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes the most sense.
I hope a spark doesn't ignite this coal dust.
Sally, you're second, right?
Wait, I'm going in.
I don't know.
No, Sally wants to stay out. I
Oh,
thought.
okay.
That's the reason why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Lucas is second and Johan is last. Right.
Yeah, okay.
Leopold, you're coming down.
Shake my head when you guys suggest again that I should go in. I'm not going in there.
All right.
The cellar is very small. I mean, the basement is very small. Well, cellar is actually good enough word, I think. And yeah, it's full of coal, as well as some, old, moldy crates and barrels, and a couple of sacks.
Mhm.
Other than that, there's nothing here of interest.
Okay. Looking for some sort of doorway out of this room.
You see it rather clearly. You don't even really need a lantern because there's a light coming from the, from the door at the door through which you came inside. And since this basement is very small, there's enough light coming from the outside for you to see. Of course it's gloomy, but you can see. There is a small door at the top of short stairs.
Okay.
It's the only door outside.
All right. Looks like this is the way out, fellas.
Lead on, sir.
I go to the
Let's
door.
go, says Lucas.
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen at it real quickly before I open it.
Roll me a perception check.
Yep.
You don't hear anything.
All right. I slowly open the door.
It's locked. You're not surprised. I mean, it would be, it would be weird if they would just bar all the windows and then left the door outside open.
Mm-hmm. I ask Johan to go back and borrow Sally's lockpick set.
Righto. Kind of hustle up. Be like,
This is like, it's like Olsen's gang all of a sudden.
Wait, are you seriously sending him back out to get the lockpick again?
Yes.
Okay, the drunk guard emerges and asks you for your lockpick, Sally.
I start cussing in Italian, and I climb in the window.
Wait, are you giving him the lockpick or not?
I'm going in.
It's not.
Sure,
It's
sure.
not window. It's an entrance to the basement.
Oh, okay, yeah. I go in.
All
should
right.
I wait here? As Sally climbs down.
Yeah,
I
you
guess-
stay here.
kind of scratch the back of my head, then close the door behind and kind of
Oh, by the way,
make it look inconspicuous.
Sean, remind me, does Leopold have his full plate on him?
No, he hasn't bought full plate
Oh,
yet.
okay.
He's wearing his mail though.
Yeah, it's basically you're allowed.
Yeah.
Okay, Sally approaches you. You need to make room for him on the stairs because the stairs are very narrow and very short. If he
Okay.
wants to open the door, Sally, roll.
Okay. Let me put my character sheet back up.
You can't quite pick the lock.
Can I use a luck?
Of course,
Alright.
you've picked the lock. You've picked the lock. It click clack, and the door is open.
I'm gonna hand it to Leopold and just kind of toss my hands up like I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
All right, Leopold, you're suddenly left alone.
I go back the way I came.
Johann Schmidt is standing outside, still being tipsy.
All right.
I'm gonna hang
Mission
out with you,
accomplished, eh, Sally?
Yeah, it's going real smooth.
I can see it. Well put together team. I'm just kind of rolling back on my heels.
So you've
Hands. Go ahead.
so you've left me with the lockpick set. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get,
Alright.
but I go back the way I came. I'm not going.
Alright.
And
Get the
Lucas
hell
is
out of
still
there.
with you.
Right.
Yeah,
Alright, so
Lucas too.
I push open the door and peek around.
All right. You see that Lucas unsheathed his dagger.
Hmm. I put my hand on his hand and I sort of give him the look like we don't need that here.
He just looks at you with cold eyes.
Mhm.
Are we going or not?
We're going, but we don't need the knife.
Lead the way. Less talking, more acting.
All right. I'm
That's
assuming
Lucas
it's
saying that?
What?
yes.
Yes.
That's Lucas saying that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming that it's lit in the hallway, or is it?
Yeah,
not lit?
it's not a hallway. You're standing in a small. Well, I mean, the door is leading to a small side corridor.
Okay.
The smell of unguents and and balms and sick people is overwhelming. Essentially, it's very strong. It reminds you of the warehouse in Talgat, which worked as the field hospital for Shalians at the early stages of the Grey Ogre epidemic. It's not a pleasant reminder. So let's just say it like that.
I'm gonna try to. I want to leave the lantern in the dark room, and just close the door behind us.
Very well. You've did that. Of course, the door is creaking horribly, but.
All right. I'll try to be as quiet as I can.
Right. Oh, by the
right.
way, the building has 3 stories total.
Right.
Like the bottom floor, the first floor, and the second floor.
Okay, I'm thinking. I sort of whisper to Lucas. Is like, you think? I sort of feel like maybe they'd keep the worst cases on the bottom floor. What do you think? Do you think?
I think we are wasting our time. Let's just get on with it. You lead.
All right.
I'll follow.
Okay. All right. I start looking for the rooms where they're holding the patients.
You will need a successful sneak roll. Depending on the time which you spend on that, you will have either bonuses or minuses to the roll.
All right. In this instance, yes.
And since you are wearing a mail,
Mm-hmm.
I presume that you want bonuses. But
Yeah.
it will take you quite some time. Like,
Okay.
A lot of time actually.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to be as quiet as I can because I don't want to be found out.
For a maximum bonus.
Okay.
Alright. Roll. You have sneaking?
Yes, I have silent move. I failed.
No, you haven't.
Okay.
You haven't. But just, if you want to know, you've passed by a single point.
Okay.
Because I gave you minus 10 for your
Mhm.
mail, and then plus 30.
Okay.
But essentially it took you half an hour to find the room.
Okay.
And meanwhile, Sally, you and Johan were waiting for half an hour outside.
Are the streets big enough for a cart?
This street? No, it's a small side street between the hospice
Okay.
and another building. The street is just wide enough so that less than 2 people would be able to walk side by side. It's an alley essentially. It's not a street, it's an alley.
So I need to go find a boat, maybe. The closest boat, right?
Well, you don't know. I mean, it's up to you. What do you want to do? But just so you know, right now you're already waiting for half an hour, and your friends have not emerged yet.
I haven't heard any loud noises, so I assume it's still going. All right.
Hopefully.
What are we supposed to do once we grab this guy?
We got to take him to the location you were talking about. Maybe you should go find a boatman, like a water taxi, to take us there.
I'll do that. Meet me on. I guess I kind of give him a description of a wharf or something where local fishermen. Or should I come back once I have it hired? I'll meet you at the boat.
Okay,
Well,
you essentially need to
How am I gonna know where it is?
rather give him the description, you know, in like where in Reeksport exactly he can find you, like the west, the south, the north. You know,
Yeah,
stuff like
it would be kind of like I'm just going to follow this road to the coast, and then there's a wharf with a lot of fishermen. I'll be by the Blue Eagle sign, whatever.
All
Because
right,
I know my way around.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I give him a
I hand you a gold from the war chest.
well. Thank you, sir.
Very generous.
Don't let me come looking for it.
Okay, by the way, Andy's having problems with his provider, so I'm not sure if he's coming back today. We're still playing normally.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So Johan is going to find a boat. Johan, just FYI, the boat will cost 4 pennies per person to go to where you want it to go. The boatman told you that.
All right. Well, I'll exchange or whatever, and what was that 20 pence then for 5?
Yeah, for 5. Yes.
All right.
Leopold, after half an hour, you and Lucas discovered where Vincent is laying. He's indeed on the first floor, so like 1 floor up from your position. He's in a single cell at the end of the corridor. Of course, a couple of times you had to hide from the temple guards. Shalans have temple guards, interestingly enough. They are armed with staffs, obviously. It's the only weapon like permitted by Shalan to be used. You also had to dodge a priestess or two. But other than that, and of course the disconcerting sounds of people in pain and agony, nothing bad happened. That said, as you've approached the door, one of the doors, and you've peeked inside through the bars in a small window, you see that inside, in a very bare, whitewashed room, lies Vincent. He lies on his cot.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, who's got his stuff?
No clue.
Because I remember that the Shalans took it.
They did.
Yes, because Lucas was asking Vincent if he's going to leave his money with them, and Vincent said, "No, Lucas, I'm not going to." And so Shalans took his stuff. Just so you know.
So you guys either gotta find it or
Nope.
Vincent's gonna be very mad.
All of his gear, including the sword, the money, armor, everything,
God,
is with
guys.
Shalans. You can search for it, but it will take time.
I'm not there.
Yeah, I'm talking to Leopold and I'm talking to Lucas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
You both know I have money there.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I feel like Leopold doesn't really care about other people's money and stuff.
You are
Oh.
no, sorry. You are remember about your star sign or your doom.
Yeah. Okay. So I do.
Money
All
is
right.
money.
Money's money. All right. Okay. Yeah. He will go to the ends of the earth to find.
Yeah. I mean,
Vincent's
you
stuff.
can just find his stuff and take money for yourself.
Mhm.
By the way,
Right.
this is what Lucas suggests.
Yeah.
He says like, if we find his stuff, we can take his money for ourselves.
That is true, but he's
But-
probably going to want it if we get him out as well. So
No,
let's.
we'll tell him that we haven't found it, only his gear, and that Shalans took the money, for the doctor, but only for 2 of us. We are not telling Halfling. What do you say, Leopold?
Actually, that sounds great.
We'll do just that, and he pats you on the back.
Okay.
Now open the door and let's no. First we need to find the gear, then we'll open the door.
Okay, let's look for. Yeah, you're right. Let's look for the gear now that we know where he is.
So roll one more time. I presume that you take another half an hour for that to...
Yes.
All right.
Sigmar, don't fail me now.
Ah, like... Colonel, Metal Gear.
Yeah, you saw a Shalian
like-
coming around
so-
the corner, and then you hid into a locker with all my stuff.
There you go.
ID.
For my notes, you guys are gonna rob Vincent.
You're not
yeah,
there.
pretty much.
You're not there, Sally. Remember that.
No,
But
but
for the-
I'm
for
taking
the
notes though. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
For the notes, the plan is that somehow his money was all misplaced.
It's actually pretty reasonable given the given Dr. Schreiber's ridiculous prices. It's it could be argued that Shalayan's just paid the good doctor with Vincent's money. Oh, by the way, Vincent, you did heard that they were saying to the doctor that he only has 11 crowns and that he will need to like
Mhm.
give all of his money to the doctor. So you also, I was even saying that during the game, by the way.
Yeah, yep.
So,
I woke up for that part.
yeah, exactly. All right, Andrew is saying that it will take at least another hour before he can join. So
Okay.
sadly, yeah, and internet problems are a bitch, but what can you do?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, you found. Oh, weather is causing problems. Okay. Okay, so you found the storeroom. The storeroom is of course unguarded, but it's locked. Leopold will need to open it.
Okay, pick locks. Let's go. Leopold says a prayer to Sigmar to help him pick a lock.
And
I missed. I double hit it, but the first one,
yeah,
they're both off.
you're trying to open it, but you can open it. Not yet.
All right.
Try and get again?
Yeah, I'll try it again.
But with luck or no, or not?
Yeah, I'll use a luck to do it.
Okay.
All right, and I'll try to stop double hitting things. I'm gonna press a button this time. God damn it!
You
What's
have-
going on?
You have trouble with this luck.
Okay. This is really frustrating because my pick locks is actually really good.
Wait a second. Now I need to roll.
Ronaldo is shaking his head.
You hear footsteps from nearby. Lucas is like, hurry up! And now I need to roll. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Okay, roll. Leopold, if you want to open it. Now you have -10 to open it, by the way.
Okay.
Sorry, -5.
Yeah.
-5 for now. Let's say
Okay.
for now, -5.
Yay!
Click! You've opened the door. Lucas almost, pushed you inside, and he went
Yeah.
with you.
Mhm.
You've closed the door.
Yeah.
You're still, and you can hear, footsteps passing through the corridor adjacent to the one in which you were just standing.
Okay.
And then they went. Although you do know that if you were still standing outside, this person would saw you essentially.
Right.
Inside there are a lot of things here. A lot of boxes, a lot of crates, a lot of sacks and purses and stuff like that. But they are, fortunately, labeled and named.
Okay.
And you quickly
I
locate
can read.
Leopold. You quickly locate Vincent's
Okay.
stuff.
Alright.
It's essentially just a big, like, burlap sack with all of his stuff inside. There's his armor, his sword, his clothes, stuff like that, and of course there's his money there.
Okay. I quickly pour out his money.
How much?
Or I
did
say,
you, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
How much did you have, Jason? Jason.
He quit.
Sorry. Let me give you an exact number. I was muted when I said that. 11 crowns, 9 shillings, 3 pence.
Lucas looks at you, Leopold. Since I
Mhm.
came with the idea, I will take 6, you will take 5.
All right.
You don't really want that. I mean, why should you? You're the one opening the door.
11 gold. Not
9
9
shillings.
So I'll tell you
And
what.
3
I'll,
pence.
I'll take the 5 and the shillings and pence, and you get the 6.
Very well. You've pocketed the money, and you have his stuff. You return to the cell. It takes you another 15 minutes to very cautiously move your way through the hospice,
Okay.
dodging guards, staying quiet when you need to, hiding in small alcoves, stuff like that. Sally, it's like already more than an hour since your friends have entered, just so you know. But eventually, you reach his cell. Just let me see one thing. Ooh, close enough. It's his cell. Your
Okay.
plan, Leopold.
My plan is to open the door and drag him out.
Lockpick, but this time it's harder. You see that locks here on this floor are looking solid and sturdy. You know why? They are keeping their most dangerous, so to speak, patients here.
Yeah.
So it only makes
Alright.
sense.
You
You can, of course, wait, prepare to open the lock for a total bonus of plus 30,
Okay.
but I will roll 3 times if you haven't been spotted.
I shouldn't need plus 30. That's the thing that bugs me. I should just be able to open the damn lock.
I mean, for every plus 10, I
Mhm.
roll once, and there's a 10% chance that you'll be spotted.
All right. I'll go with a plus 10%.
Alright, so I'm rolling only once.
Okay.
Good. You're clear for now. You see that Lucas is essentially covering you with his knife drawn, and he has this pose which tells you that he will simply leap at the first person who will try and discover you.
Right. That's the other reason why I want to hurry up, is because I feel like Lucas is ready to kill people.
Yeah, which is quite
alright.
disconcerting, honestly, but
Yeah.
that's beside the point. Roll for plus 10.
Sigmar.
Nice.
Yay!
No? No? Oh, yes, sorry, yes. My bad, excuse me.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, because I thought it was 69 and not 49. Of course, you've opened it.
What's on your mind?
You don't want to know, bad boy. No, just kidding. You opened at the first try. Like, click clack. You've opened the door. There's this smell of very strong medicine coming from the inside, as well as the smell of a body that is sweating profusely. You see that Vincent is laying there. He's covered in those very small, like, blisters. They're not exactly boils.
Mhm.
He has been dressed in a white essentially a white dress, so to speak, which is already stained yellow in a few places. But it's probably because of from the bombs and not from his bodily fluids. He's sweating heavily. In the room there's a very small, like, table on which there is placed a pitcher of water, a few bottles of medicine, a few balls, stuff like that. And as you enter, he's like, "Who's there?" Oh, sorry, actually, Jason, you roleplay that. You're here after all. You're very weak. You're very weak, just so you know.
I turn my head to look because I hear the door open. I assume it's a nurse, but I'm kind of just looking. See what I.
You see Leopold and Lucas entering. Lucas has a knife in his hand.
Leopold, Lucas.
We're here to spring you. Gotta get you out of here.
What? Why?
Long story short, we had to pull some strings to get you your medicine to finish out your cure, and that means that we have to be on the lam again.
Do you have my sword?
Yes. We've got a bag of your stuff here. I don't know what all's in it.
Give me
But
the
your
sword.
The sword is, of course, protruding from the back.
Yeah.
You
Alright.
handle him the sword.
Yeah, I'll hand him the sword.
You saw something strange as Leopold grabbed the sword. His eyes cleared, and strength returned to him.
Leopold?
Vincent, sorry. Vincent, you feel fine. It's like not 100%, let's say 85% from your previous 55%.
Oh, okay.
It's like a boost of strength
pulls out his
entered.
notebook again.
Yeah, it's like a boost of strength entered your body, and you see that Leopold took out a small notepad and began to note something there.
All right, I'm going to kind of, hopefully the sheath and tether. That's all I'm going to. Well, I guess I might as well get dressed if I'm feeling that much better.
No time, we need to get out of here, says Lucas. Hurry up.
I'm just going to put on.
You put it outside.
Just clothing, and then
Hurry
carry
the
the pack.
fuck up.
All right,
Let's go.
let's go.
With that, you exit. Another 15 minutes. Sally, after almost an hour and a half, your friends emerge from the murky deeps of the coal basement. You see that Leopold is there, Lucas, he's sheathing his dagger, and there's also Vincent in a long, like, white shirt, holding his sword and his back on his arm. Sally. Brian.
I was muted. Yeah, I'm just looking both ways while they come back out of the basement door.
Yeah.
Make sure nobody spots them.
Right. We're done. Where's Schmidt?
He's down at the wharf. Follow me.
Vincent, you can feel your strength leaving you. It's like this was a temporary boost.
All right, I'm going to. I'll probably be slowly legging back. Like,
First of all, your legs are bare. You need to at least wear shoes.
Yeah.
And it's really cold.
I need to get dressed. Hold on. Then I'm gonna try to.
All right.
Find a. Yeah, like
another
alley or a doorway or.
Okay, you enter another side alley and you dress fairly quickly.
How did it go in there?
Oh, okay. Just took long trying to be quiet, trying to open those damn locks.
No loose ends?
No loose ends, says Lucas.
Good.
And I say, here's your lockpick set back. Thanks.
After
you
I
actually
say,
pick the lock with it.
After I get dressed, I kind of slump down and like, I need help, and kind of try to.
I go to help him up.
You help him up. Roll for toughness, Sully.
Okay, 1 second.
Would that be strength?
No, toughness.
Oh.
No, he's seeing if he gets contact pox.
Not the most.
Toughness test?
Yeah.
Isn't it strength?
No, toughness.
I need to make a quick phone call, but just go on.
You've passed. All right. You've helped Vincent, and you're making your way. Well, you need to lead the way because you know where Schmidt went.
Okay, I go the directions he told me to.
Yeah, it's not actually far from here. It's between the two islands of Reeksport. If you see, the Reeksport has this like two side-by-side islands connected with two bridges, and the place where Schmidt went is between those two islands and between these two bridges. So anyway, it took you like less than half an hour to get there because Vincent is walking very slowly, but eventually you've reached the place. You see that Schmidt is waiting already inside the boat. The boat is like the boatman is this sturdy looking man in his late 40s, clean shaven, but very, but he has a lot of wrinkles and freckles as well. You know, the Schmidt just, you know, waves his hand at you. Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up!
Johan, this is Vincent. Vincent, this is Johan.
Nice to meet you, Vincent. Says
oh, you're taking over him?
yeah, I'm taking over him.
You gotta talk to himself.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while Schmidt was waiting, he was talking to the boatman about how there's a guy whose wife is after him. Kind of joking with him, kind of. Like, we're trying to escape from this guy's wife.
Oh, I see, says the boatman.
Yeah.
My wife acts the same. Sometimes I just wish, you know, I could leave the house and never come back.
Yeah. So that's the small talk that was happening, because
yeah,
just to kind of anticipate people in a hurry.
Right. You see that the boatman just, you know, ushers you to get inside. I've been already paid. I will take you to where you want to go. Vincent already lost his consciousness once again, so Schmidt now takes over. Jason, you're Schmidt.
Right.
So, Herr Schmidt, where do you want me to go?
I kind of look at Vincent. Does he look?
He's unconscious.
Okay. Does he look like he has the plague?
Roll for perception.
I'm not inspecting him, but
I know.
Right.
I know.
But the fact that he fainted was kind of.
Well, the boatman failed.
Started pre-gaming already.
The boatman failed his test, fortunately for you. However, let's see if Schmidt will fail his test. Perception. I mean intelligence. Roll for intelligence.
D100.
I don't know how much intelligence does
his
Johan
intelligence is 31%.
No, you. I mean, the man is obviously looks very tired, but other than that,
well,
you know.
We'll take him to my place.
Yeah, you tell the man.
Richmore.
You tell the man the well, not exactly the address, but the place where you live. Actually, your house is right at the edge of the River Reich, so you have quite an impressive sight from your first floor. First floor window. Okay, let me just add Andy.
Take us to the Snake's Tails Wharf, off north of whatever.
Hello?
Hi, Andy.
Oh!
Hey!
Hey!
Good news! You've managed to bring Vincent back from the Shalans, and you haven't stabbed anyone.
I thought you said good news.
I did.
You got money?
I did took the liberty. And your character basically told Leopold that you need to get Vincent's stuff, and you will take his money, and then say that you know that the Shalians have given it to Schreiber or something like that.
Okay.
I figured that it was something that he would do.
That sounds about right.
And you were also walking with your dagger outside, but you didn't manage to stab anyone. So I'm sorry for that.
That's all right.
All right. And now you're in the boat and you are swimming towards Schmidt's house. Yeah, you're swimming through the Reich. You know, the boatman tells you on the left you can see the gates leading outside of the city. If we would swim through them, we would eventually reach Altdorf and then Noon.
No. I have fond memories.
Oh, you were there. I've heard that it's a magnificent city, says the man.
Jewel of the Empire.
Oh. Well, I say, I'm sure it's not as impressive as our Marienburg.
Here. Am I Marienburg again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but by the way, the Marienburgers have like accent of the it's like a mix of Dutch, yeah, and people from Holland. I mean Netherlands. Sorry, Netherlands.
Yeah.
So Dutch and
in America, that's all one thing. The Dutch are the people from the Netherlands.
It's either German or French accents for us Americans.
So it's a German accent essentially, but slightly different than the accent from the Empire.
All right.
All right. Anyway, after half an hour, less than half an hour actually, you've arrived at the wharf, which Schmidt pointed to. Schmidt paid up front. Oh, by the way, Schmidt, do you give the rest of the money to Sally back?
I don't think so, unless he asks for it. Like,
all right.
it's
I haven't yet.
All right. Sure thing. The boatman wished you all good luck, and then began to row back to Rixport, you presume. Schmidt leads you to his house. It's a building standing right over the water. It's actually... Yes?
Yeah, Schmidt's kind of aware that we're hiding from somebody, so he's not going to take a direct route. He's going to kind of, not obviously you go straight from the wharf to the house.
Yeah. So it takes you a few minutes to reach the building. The building is just a simple, very narrow tenement building. It's actually been built above the water, like a few meters above the water, like in front, if you know what I mean. It looks sturdy enough, but also quite old. You take the narrow stairs to the first floor. Schmidt opens the door with his key, and you enter inside. It has a single room with a small, narrow cot. There's a stove in one corner. A small, like wooden chair, which saw better days in another. Essentially, a flimsy-looking table stuffed with beer bottles and empty mugs. There are also plates full of fish bones in one corner, and there's this like that's it. I mean, there's nothing else. You guess that if someone wants to take a leak or number 2, they need to go outside and find a public toilet.
Even though there's nothing there, Schmidt's going to be like, I don't want to see anything missing. Your guests here, this isn't your home.
Yeah, you can also see that the cot, of course, is so better days. I mean, the sheets are dirty. There's hay coming from the mattress, and Schmidt uses just a folded up piece of some kind of material as a pillow, and the windows don't have any don't have glass in them. They have shutters.
Calling this a home would displease Esmeralda greatly.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, all of you barely fit in this place. It's so small.
No problem. We're just leaving Vincent here. All right, let's go. Now
Vincent.
We gotta make it to Burndt Bakery.
Yeah, Vincent is still unconscious.
I'm gonna check on him and leave some water or something.
Your friend here isn't quite the active fellow, is he?
He started drinking already. He got a head start on us.
Okay.
Actually, Johan, I gotta be honest with you.
You're gonna want to burn that cot. Just kidding.
He is sick, but we need to get him out of town.
No, right now, no, he's fine. Nihilus is
I'm
gonna
gonna tell him.
let's finish our thing here first, and then we can worry about that. He's gonna be fine. Nihilus is gonna bring him the medicine. He'll be great.
Johan here has
what
a
medicine?
medicine, and it doesn't matter.
What medicine?
Well, when you drink a lot, you need your medicine, right?
You're not going to take me to some damn doctor, are you?
No, not you, him.
I kind of glare at Leopold. There's nothing wrong with a few drinks.
Exactly. Nihilus is
get
going to
outta
bring
here.
him a few drinks, and we're gonna. So let's go. He's fine. We got him here. Now we can get back to business, which is going to this
That's right.
damn bakery.
I kind of scratched the back of my head. I guess that makes sense.
No, it really doesn't. Yeah, but Johan is probably not the sharpest tool in the shed, so he can buy that. All right.
Bottom line here is you get.
Oh
that
yeah, I rolled a
Nihilus.
86. That was my intelligence test.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The man just needs, a few drinks. He probably has a huge hangover, and that's just it.
Well, I don't have
So
any
we go-
drinks here, so I don't want you snooping around. And your boy better not be snooping around either while we're out.
Now, Nihilus is bringing his favorite drinks to him.
All right.
Okay. With that, you leave the house. Johan, of course, closes the door behind him and, locks it with his trusty key.
Does he have any closer relationship with neighbors or anything?
You decide.
Okay.
Oh, I presume that you've put. Remember, it's quite cold in the in Johan's flat, so I presume that you've put Vincent under the sheets.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
And then he's going to, I guess, if there is somebody local, he'd be like, "Yeah, I have a guest today. If you hear any snooping in there, it's a friend of mine. Let it be." To
Oh, so you're telling this to one of the neighbors, right?
yeah, if they're out and about, I'll be
No one is out and about.
All right. Well then
yeah.
I won't mention anything.
Unless you want to knock at the door to someone.
Yeah, I will do that. Be like, just let him know that I have a guest here, and if he's making any noise and I'm out, it's okay. No reason to send for a watch.
All right. With that, you head to Dudka now. Johan will probably need to lead because you guys are not familiar with this ward. You've never been to Cruyer's Moor before.
That is correct.
Now,
Johan,
does Johan even know what's happening next?
well, they've told you about the Burndt Bakery, but not much else. So, probably someone needs to tell you what to do next. It's already afternoon, by the way.
Well, Nihilus knows where I live, so I think your boy will be taken care of. I kind of take out the piece of paper again, and I read the details of the note from Nihilus.
You've read the details.
Yeah. So, is there anything else? And I kind of roll it up again and put it in my jacket.
No.
Can I leave a note for Vincent?
Well, you've already left the place.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You're standing outside the building.
To the Burndt Bakery.
The
Alright.
Burndt Bakery.
You know the
Alright.
way, Johan?
Oh yeah, I've heard of it. What's there for you?
We have
don't
no
know yet.
idea.
Hopefully, clues to where to go next.
I just kind of shake
Keep your
my
hand
head
on
and be
the
like,
silver, though.
well, it's a long walk, or we could take a boat.
Let's take a boat.
Say. Alright, then we go back. Yeah, just head back to the wharf then.
You're right next to the wharf. You found the boatman who take you to Dudka now for a single silver per person. Because he's saying that it's dangerous.
Are you sure you don't want to walk?
How long
Yeah,
is
time
it?
is of the essence.
It's not too. Do I know how much quicker it'd be if we didn't walk?
Well, it will be quicker by boat.
Okay.
Yeah, let's take the boat.
It's your coin.
You've paid the boatman. Oh, sorry. Continue, please.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, Schmidt decided to forget that he got a gold coin, so he's kind of looking to somebody else to pay.
I paid 4 silver from the war chest.
All right. Of course, the the boatman takes the money, and he says, "Don't know why you want to go to Dut Canal. It's a shit heap, but it's your call." And with that, he takes you there. It takes almost 40 minutes to traverse the clogged canals of Kruyersmoor and Dut Canal, and finally, finally land at the shore of this God's forsaken ward. But you've managed to do that. The man very quickly began rowing back, as it's obvious that he doesn't want to remain here for too long. Yeah, well, the Dut Canal is, of course, just as you remember it, those of you who were here. It's filthy, stinking, disgusting place, full of like decrepit buildings, squalor, heaps of trash laying in the side alleys, tough, unpleasant-looking men standing at the corners and eyeing everyone who are passing them by, dirty children, beggars asking for at least a single penny to help them survive the next day. Yeah, this is truly the land of poverty and the lost hope. Schmidt, you're leading them to the Burndt Bakery. However, it was quite some time since you were here. So, and you're not tipsy anymore, but you have this dull headache. It's rather unpleasant. So, it takes you probably a bit longer than usual to get your new comrades to the place. Eventually, you reach the Burndt Bakery after almost half an hour of walking. Yeah. It took you quite some time. You see that once this building was probably rather wealthy, and even though the doors and windows are barred, all of you can see that they will probably be very, very easy to break through.
Okay.
Well, here she be.
I kind of
Find that thing you're looking for.
Should we see if maybe there's a back way in so we don't draw attention to us smashing into the place?
You don't think that anyone is here? This street, like most of Dut Canal, is very, very quiet, and there's not a single sound coming from the Burndt Bakery.
This place is so abandoned you could probably just open up the front door. I doubt it's locked. If it was locked, I assure you it'd already be broken in.
Alright.
I'm just kind of standing, letting them lead.
I'm just gonna walk right in.
Yeah.
You break down
kind of doing like a boss accent or something.
It keeps going all over the place.
I'm trying to park the car.
You break down the rotten
I'm walking here.
wooden boards very easily, and you enter inside. The place is full of dust and mold. You see old ovens, and basically that's it. There's nothing else. Everyone rolls +20 search, including Schmidt.
That's intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay.
Schmidt passed, Lucas passed, Sally passed. Let's see,
Search,
Leopold.
you say?
Yeah, +20. You've all passed. You've all found, rather quickly, an entrance to the basement.
Alright. Let's do it. Leopold lights his lantern.
Yeah, I want to say that you will need to light the lantern. By the way, how much oil do you have?
Not very much. Let me double check. I have. It just says lamp oil. And encumbrance 5.
Okay, but you haven't used the lantern much before, so I guess you almost have the full set.
This is only the second time today.
Yeah,
and I don't recall using it recently before that.
Okay. You enter the basement. Some sacks of moldy grain remain, and rats scatter as you enter. You immediately see a hole in the wall, which appears to have been deliberately made, as does a short tunnel winding downward, which leads into a sewage channel below.
Okay. Sort out.
And with that, we'll end for today.
Alright.
Well, definitely I thought that we were going to end the first chapter today, but you had to rescue Vincent. Very nice. We had this side quest, which took quite some time to accomplish, but it was fun. It was great fun. Right, for today's game, everyone gets 60 points. Everyone gets 10 points for their characters.
You said 50?
60.
60.
10 points for your characters. Now, your place of birth. Sally.
I said something about the pirates.
Yeah, you said about Sartosa.
Sartosa.
I can give you 5 points for that. It was.
And
small.
there was the Ariana.
Lady from Dahlia.
Well, no, she said something about like let her go ahead and get the medicine and all that, and she'll deal with the consequences. I said spoken like a true Thailand.
Okay. Well, like I said, I can give you 5 points for that. I think it was enough for 5 points. Lucas?
Yeah, nothing really, unless you count wanting to set things on fire as being a charcoal burner from Tabaclan, but
why the hell not?
Nothing really.
5 points for you.
Okay.
Schmidt. I'm not, not Vincent. Schmidt.
His ever-changing accent really shows how much of a melting pot Marienburg is. No, I don't really have anything.
Okay.
Pretty.
I did notice you were changing your accent slightly, I think, at least.
He said something on the boat, like...
It was Irish-ish.
Yeah,
and then it hit,
and then it hit Yorkshire Pirate
yeah.
at one point.
Oh, my name is Patrick. I'm an Irishman. I love Lucky Charms.
When he drinks,
Yes.
He's got his.
To be fair, my southern accent gets really bad when I drink. So.
Okay.
He said something on the boat about Marienburg is like superior to the Empire's Mount.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact context.
Yeah. We said it's all the way to Nuln. Well, that was gonna be mine.
5 points for Schmidt, then.
All right.
By the way, Jason, it's for Schmidt, not Vincent.
All right. Should all these go to Schmidt then?
Yes.
Okay.
They're all going to Schmidt. If Schmidt survives and Vincent, dies one day, you can take Schmidt as your next character if you wish so.
All
right. Sean. Leopold. Place of birth, Wissenland.
The only comment that I made, I think, was about Nuln being the jewel of the Empire.
It was nice because you're Wissenlander. I'll give you 5 points for that.
Okay.
Yeah, oh the gods. Brian, 5 points for Esmeralda. When you've told Schmidt that his house, Esmeralda would not like it. Lucas.
I said I wanted to pay Ronaldo his dues when I made the donation. So, and I took the last
10 points.
110.
So 10 points.
Shove it up his ass.
10 points total. Lucas.
Yeah. Nothing.
Right. Schmidt. I don't know which god Schmidt prays to. Schmidt. God damn it, he's drunk again. Jason.
Uh-oh.
Well. Wait, maybe he disconnected. No, he's still
Hey,
here.
Brian, I didn't catch how many shillings and pence I stole from Vincent.
5 and 9.
5 shillings, 9 pence. Okay, got
Yeah.
it.
No, 5 gold
5,
crowns, 9
5 and
shillings.
6 is what I got.
Sorry. Well, no, I got the crowns, but then I the deal I made with Lucas was that I took the shillings and pence and gave him the full crown.
Okay.
But I don't remember
So-
how many shillings.
So
and
how
pence
much
he
did
had.
I get then?
6
You got 6 gold
6
crowns.
gold crowns.
Well, it doesn't really matter, but I'll maybe I'll listen back and I can hear it, or you captured
Jason's
it.
last internet.
Okay.
Alright, so anyway, Jason, Sean, what about your god?
I said a lot of prayers to Sigmar when I was trying to pick locks.
I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
not going to give you any points for that. You know why?
Yeah, I know.
Sigmar essentially
Luke
hates
said something blasphemous.
trickery. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna do Ranald, but then somehow magically I actually opened the lock before I got a chance to go switch to Ranald.
Okay.
So that's fine.
But wait, you were talking to Ronald?
No, I was about to.
Oh, okay.
I never actually did.
Okay. After that, Jason, are you here? By the way.
No, he's not. His internet's out.
Oh, his internet is out as well. Okay. So now we have star sign, Brian.
Star sign. I was insisting we get Vincent help, and I really didn't want to go into the hospice. I didn't want to break it.
Yeah, that was nice. I can give you 10 points. Andrew?
The star sign is Mummet the Fool, which is sensible, intuitive, and lucky. Although he was neither sensible nor intuitive, he was lucky that, one, mouthing off didn't get him killed, and two, that it actually got him what he wanted. So,
okay. Yeah, actually, I think I can give you 5 points because you were lucky, but yeah, not very sensitive and intuitive, because you did endanger all your party, essentially, you know.
Yeah.
If you guys dissect this, like, it's probably because of Lucas that you are all being, well, that you have a death wish, death contract on yourselves, probably. But you were lucky, that's why I'll give you 5 points. After that, we have Sean.
Yeah, Cacklefax the cockerel, so being cheap. The only thing is it wasn't my idea to rip off Vincent, so I don't know if...
Went along with it, though.
I did go, yeah, well, it wasn't hard to convince me.
Like, sure.
It's like, oh, when you put it that way.
So, should I give you points or not?
I kind of feel like no, because I had to be convinced.
I wouldn't say that. I don't know. I wouldn't say that having to be convinced of that is necessary. Like, or not coming up with the idea would necessarily not be in line with that, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, please continue, Andy.
Well, so he's just saying that you can be money grubbing but not a thief.
Yeah,
right.
So
I don't think that not suggesting it doesn't mean he wasn't he wasn't in line with the star sign. Yeah.
I definitely did accept the money once it was like, hey, we should steal his money. I'm like, that's not a bad idea.
Okay.
I'll blame you.
So let's now go to Doom.
Okay.
Brian.
The blind maiden shall weigh thy soul. I'm trying to tie the whole thing with Gennaro into how I'm reacting to Vincent. Like, I left water for him. And I tried telling Johan the truth about Vincent, even though Leopold kind of jumped in, but I said I couldn't keep it going. You know what I mean? I had to be honest with him, and then that's what I was going for. I felt bad,
I'll give you 10 points because that's really good. Andrew.
My doom is the sword shall bring no justice, only suffering. I don't know that really played into anything today. Yeah, I mean, I really can't.
Yeah.
Even using it as a metaphor for something else, I don't think it was really.
Yeah, I think
really
so too.
Came up.
I think so too. Sean?
The hourglass shatters before the last grain falls. Well, I did take my time in the
yes,
in the thing. So,
yes, 10 points definitely, because you were taking
okay.
your time, and that's really good. Sally, I'm not convinced if I should give you 5 points for halfling, but maybe I should. Tell me.
I did make a joke about we're back for the ambassador's brandy.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you were saying down here. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So 5 points for halfling. And it was your third time doing notes?
Yeah.
So 30 points for you. Next time someone else, probably Andy.
Yeah, I think it's my turn.
Yeah. Okay, so even though unfortunately what's his name, Jason is not here, we need to discuss our next game day. 2nd of December.
Hold on. Pull up my calendar. Oh, and I do want to say, I think that his mental illness is really going to keep him from getting lots of experience in all of these other actions.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, illnesses in Warhammer Fantasy are always detrimental. They are kind of a punishment. That's
right.
Why. That's why.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, I don't want you to think I'm not trying, like I am, but the mental illness kind of.
I know.
That's
what it's supposed to do. In fact, you guys are role-playing them pretty well, because remember that if you would, for example, not role-play your mental illnesses, you would be given minus points from the overall number.
The second looks like it works for me.
Okay, so for everyone else, second is okay?
Yes.
I think so.
Remember that in December we will probably play only once, maybe twice if we're lucky, but I guess that second will be our last day in this year when it comes to gaming, because then there are Christmas, there's Christmas, there are holidays, stuff like that. We shall see. Okay, so for now, second is okay. I'm going to create as usual the event on our group, and remember to tune in on 24th, because I'm going to talk about stuff.
Mud and Blood
podcast. Yeah. Just it's fun. It's my first time being in a podcast, and I'm honestly surprised that they've contacted me.
The one I did.
Podcast is it? Like you said something about it before.
It's Mud and Blood. It's essentially a podcast run by a guy who
posted a link about it.
I've posted it. It's okay. After that, okay, sure, I will. It will be on YouTube. And the guy who's running it, Nine Little Bees, he's also running the Discord, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay Discord server, named the Ratcatchers Guild. It's the biggest Discord server out there when it comes to Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. And now that the Strike to Stun forums, the main Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay community, is closing down because of European internet laws, unfortunately, it will be probably the main Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay fan site. So if you guys want to meet people who are also interested in the game or ask a few questions, go to this Discord server. I sometimes write there, but usually not so much. So anyway, after that self-advertisement, 24th, remember. I wish you guys all a very nice 2 weeks. And I'll see you on the second.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. As usual, it was great. See you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
See you guys.
See you later.